Of course. We're out here.
Chilling
Chilling.
like a villain.
Exactly.
Michelle is here.
Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
I love how
The
it's just not
silence is-
respond Jeff.
He mutes his microphone.
I did not sponsor this, Michelle.
The way he's just not saying anything is just saying a lot.
I have expected to see him on my screen leave. Leave StreamYard. Oh. No, I got that out of my system.
Mike,
He's
come
here.
back.
He's here.
He's just
Gotta get a
muted.
headset.
Okay.
So he's not dignifying it with a response. All right.
Oh, he said BRB, gotta grab my headset.
Oh.
I didn't even see that.
He might not have even heard us. That's too bad. But the moment's over. So we're going to roll the title. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. I am very happy to have everybody back for session 4 of Saturday mornings. This is the start of second year. Now, you might not have gotten your downtimes back. Jordan is
I didn't even know it was second year now.
Well, yeah, if you haven't done your downtime, you can definitely do it. Jordan has a large backlog of downtimes that they have not done lately, but they're going to get them done. They are determined and to reorient themselves to finish up the downtimes for people. But anyway, last session we finished up the end of first year with only 3 players.
Oh my god.
for last week, but it was a fun time. We all had a great time. Now we are returning for the very, very start of second year here. Sometimes we have sessions in between. Sometimes we just jump right back in, as we're doing right now. So, currently, let's reorient ourselves. Let's metaphorically close our eyes and return to Hogwarts. It's currently the beginning of the semester here, September. Just a little chilly, but plenty of greenery that has already sprung up around here. And it's just starting to kind of die off after the summer break. Each of you have probably spent time away, either on vacation or with family, spending time with siblings, whether they're at Hogwarts or not. Right now, we return. We sit in the Great Hall of Hogwarts as Headmistress McGonagall takes the stand. Welcome back, students. As the new year rears its head once again, I ask that you all devote yourselves to your studies. I am to notify you that if any of you are struggling with classes, individual sessions may be booked with teachers. At Hogwarts, we have some of the foremost, greatest minds of the wizarding world working here. Our faculty know you and want you to succeed. I am constrained to remind students that outside of classes, Bombarda and Defodio spells are strictly banned. Rule breakers, and especially repeat offenders, she says, looking at certain people in the hall here, will not be tolerated. Lastly, portus periculum, portus medius, in the hieroglyphic hall are all out of bounds while restorations are being done. Please welcome our new first-year students as they are sorted, she says. It is deep, late at night. The large brass doors creak open, bringing with it a gaggle of younger students into the foray here. They look just as nervous as probably many of you were at the time, and you snicker at the idea of them being put up. However, you are hungry. It's been a long train ride, and they're only going to serve food after the first years are sorted. Does anybody have any siblings that are in this year?
No.
I don't think so, but that's perfectly fine. Just grabbing your underclassmen. Okay. A few names are called in quick succession. Once headmistress has been able to get done her big opening ceremony speech, who will you be? What shall you be known for? And we can hear one of the first names called is James Eckerson. And we have the art here. This is James. He is started into Gryffindor. We also have his brother, his twin, Mr. Gabriel Eccleston, who is sorted into Slytherin.
Scandalous.
We have Jaya Patel, who is sorted into Gryffindor. She's fun. I always fucking forget how to pronounce this name. I think it's... I don't know. I have to look it up so I can at least get it out. It's gonna kill me if I'm not able to figure out how to pronounce it. Pronunciation.
Renette.
Yeah, it is Renette. That is correct. Inspiration for you knowing that. Irish names are sometimes the most difficult. Yeah. So she's been to Hufflepuff. You can hear a few names that you do recognize, however, one of them being Micaiah Green, her sister. Micaiah! And Ernesia is currently clapping out for her sister. Her sister has long braids and kind of like, when her name is called, nervously pushes the glasses back up to her face. She goes to sit down on the sorting hat, and it breathes into life, and very soon it calls out, Ravenclaw! And you can see Ernesia, like, take a big sigh. Oh, God. She's not the only one, though. After Euphemius Doge, Willow Foster, who seems very, very happy to go up to the front. She's sorted into Slytherin. Another name is called. One that you recognize. Zachary Anderson. This is Nolan's little brother.
Ooh.
He very visibly has a different demeanor than his brother. He holds himself with quite a bit more confidence than his brother. He doesn't seem that off-put about everybody looking at him right now. He seems even a little bit annoyed. As his name is called, you can hear like a big clapping coming from Nolan. He steps up to the front, sits himself down, and kind of nods toward Flitwick, who puts the hat on his head. Obviously, and for some people, it's surprising. He's not also blind. He can see.
Oh my god.
Of course. And he has blue eyes. He has similar sort of hair to Nolan as well, but it's a little bit less shaggy. It's not in his eyes. He looks over toward his brother and then kind of like looks away. His brother, a source of constant bickering between the two of them. But Nolan seems happy to see him. Well, to hear of him up at the front. Slytherin is called out. Ooh. They're gonna eat him alive, Nolan says. And he will go sit down with Slytherin House. That is our first years. When all that is done, we can hear the headmistress go back up to the owl podium, smile at all the many students who now are just starting to get to know one another. All right, and with that out of the way, let our feast commence, she says, and food appears. A once-a-year feast that has everything you could possibly want in front of you. I'm going to go around the table, and everyone's going to tell me what you are eating. Hi, Menlo. Oh, thank you. He gave me a hat. How nice. Are you going out?
Yeah.
Okay, I love you. You missed that. He tried to close the door, and he tripped. Ow!
Oh.
Bye, honey. Do you want a hug and kiss? Oh, you're going to dance class. Oh, okay. Have fun, guys. Bye-bye. Yeah, so we're gonna go around the table here. We got 5 people, so I'm gonna roll myself a little d6 here and see what lands. All right, that is Jess. What are you eating at your table, Ravenclaw table?
Morgan has on her plate, like, in neat sections, various different vegetables and, like, cuts of meat. None of them with sauce or any toppings.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, the cut of, like, steak that she has looks raw.
Is she okay?
Drusilla will look over. Good choice, she says. You can see she is also eating a steak.
Thank
Which looks
you.
maybe a little raw.
If you know, you know.
All right, let's go next person. D4. Raven, that's you next. Rolled a 1. What are you eating at the Hufflepuff table?
Yeah, Hufflepuff. She's eating a dish that reminds her of home. She probably got a special order from Macy. Like, she asked her to do a special order for her. And
Aw.
since she's pretty homesick, she has like a classic dish, like a classic Chinese dish, which is a Peking duck that has like some veggies
Ooh.
at the side.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That nice like kind of like golden outer side to it.
Yeah, with some veggies at the side, like some radishes or like some type of salad, just something like that, just something that reminds her of home.
And Macy has already grabbed like all the best sort of things. She has a beef Wellington that she's put down. I asked for this specifically, she says.
Ooh, that looks so good.
Do you want to try some? I can cut you up a piece. A slice.
Oh, I would love to. You could try some of mine too. It's actually pretty delicious.
Never had duck.
It's
Well,
actually pretty good.
I've had Canadian poutine in duck oil, but that's the closest I've come.
Yeah, you could try a piece of my duck. It's pretty good. It's nice and fatty. Just be careful with it.
and she'll take a little bit for herself. See who's left. That is Kat. Meredith, what is she having? What is she picked out of the bunch?
I think Meredith probably just a lot of like chicken and then a bit of like greens. Not especially like amazing looking stuff, but stuff that looks very filling.
All right, all the most hearty stuff. Many meats, potatoes, mashed potatoes, gravy. Yeah.
Classic.
Maybe a little bit of cranberry sauce on the
Yeah.
chunky cranberry sauce. All right, last two here. That is Faith.
Callista
What's Callista
has
having?
a bowl in front of her, a cereal bowl, but this is not cereal. This is a cereal sundae. So on the bottom of this bowl is a layer of like Fruit Loops, and then on top of it is like some ice cream, and then on the next layer is like Frosted Flakes, and then the next layer is like another layer of ice cream, and then the last layer on top is like a Lucky Charms, and then off to the side she has like 3 different types of syrups. There's like a chocolate, a strawberry, and a caramel type of syrup. She's like meticulously measuring out on which one to put where.
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing.
It's the way I had a cereal sundae before. That was just really high.
Over at the Gryffindor table, Logan is asking for Meredith to pass the gravy. Don't hog all of it. And over at the Ravenclaw table, Brett and Reese are looking over at your meal, Callista. Like, Brett says, "That's you get a Hufflepuff to order you that custom."
She kind of looks around at the rest of it. It's like, what, have you never had sugary breakfast? You need something to start your day off right, don't you?
Reese says, "Callista, that is far past a sugary breakfast." And it's 8 p.m. at night. He yells. How are you gonna get to sleep tonight? We have classes tomorrow. Callista's meal makes the Ravenclaw table erupt in academic insecurity. Billy,
Mike?
are you having Lucky Charms?
Mike.
Get your hands off me, Lucky Charms.
We can't hear
Mike.
you, Mike.
If you're talking,
Mike.
we can't hear you. Tell us in private chat if you can hear us or if you're here.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
We can hear you.
There you
Awesome. Yes, definitely having Lucky Charms.
go. At night.
No, no way. That's a Muggle cereal.
Oh, they don't. Well, if they have them in the bowl and someone has convinced him, to try them or something.
Callista for
100%.
making him try it.
100%.
Oh yeah, these are good.
You're Ravenclaw, right?
Yeah.
I still need game notes from. Oh shit! Yeah, I literally, for all the people that are here, I only have it for Callista. Maybe I have Shen. Let me double check if I have Shen. I think I saw yours.
Game notes?
Yeah, I do have. So,
Oh,
Raven, you're off the
sorry.
hook.
Okay,
But,
yeah, I did it way before.
Jess, Cat, and Mike, I still, just in the background here, need you to send me the game notes. I'll resend the link for you guys so you know what I'm talking about.
Like
To the
that
new-
questionnaire thing, right? Just
The
to keep-
questionnaire, yes.
Yeah, okay. I remember.
I had to do.
I remembered doing it
I
weeks
think-
ago.
Please
I think
resend
I
the
put it
link in discussion.
in server announcements a while back. I think.
You should
Yeah,
have
there it
like
is.
a
Help
little
Alex
section.
actually take notes.
You should have a
Yeah.
little section for like the character creation and like the onboarding.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's true.
Yeah, you
Maybe I'll
should-
throw
you
that in
should-
there.
Yeah.
Reference.
Announcements.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy paste this here. and put it into a few different places. I'm going to throw it into onboarding, character creation at the very bottom. Boom. And then I'll throw it to you guys in Saturday morning as well.
Oh, Morgan looks so cute, Jess.
Thank you.
Oh, we got new art, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Morgan, why don't you describe any differences that we might recognize this year?
Her dress looks a little bit more patchy than last time. And it looks like there's been some modifications. It's almost like they're using the same dress, but modifying it every time she grows taller or every time like she grows to fill it out. But that's
awesome.
basically it. She looks a little less pale than she did.
Aw.
Well, everybody is kind of catching up after the break here and the different things that have gone on over at the Hufflepuff table. Nolan turns toward Shen and says that thing that he said earlier. They're gonna eat him alive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I always told him that he'd be in Slytherin. He thought he was gonna be a Ravenclaw. Zach.
I could tell he was gonna be a Slytherin just from how he looked, honestly.
Wait, people always tell me that we look alike. So does that mean I look like a Slytherin?
I mean, not really, but he just has like a. I don't want to be too blunt, but he has like a bitch face going on.
Well, what does that mean? And by the way, it is second year, so we're allowed to swear.
like he has like a mean look on his face. Like I thought he was gonna eat me alive just from looking at me.
Good to know. Nolan says. So wait, I don't look mean, do I? And Rin jumps in and is like, no, you have really cute, like little pudgy cheeks.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you, Rin. Nolan feels a little emasculated. But
like I promise you, you do not have a bitch face going on like your brother, but you're friendly enough.
He grabs a bread roll and lathers up a little bit of butter and then places it to the side. Actually, no, he grabs the bread roll, opens it up, places it to the side, goes to grab butter, and then you can see that bread roll begin to like go up into the air about 20 feet. And he puts his hand back.
Shen immediately tries to grab it once it starts floating.
It kind of like gets away from you there, and he can't find it. Where's my Wilfred? He yells down the way, and Wilfred says, "You're not," and the bread roll drops. He starts lathering it up with butter.
Wilfred, you need to stop stealing food from others. That's not really nice.
Accio plate, he's going to say. And he has to attempt Accio. So he has an overall -4 to it, so that is a 12, which is a success. And your plate goes flying across the way. Rin's going to catch it just before it gets to him. Wilfred's laughing, and she pulls it back. And Rin is going to cast out Densagio. That's a successful cast. And when that is cast on Wilfred, his two front teeth begin growing like some kind of beaver. That'll teach him. I don't know, I think I'll look better like this, he says.
I don't know, Wilfred. I think that's what you call karma.
Rin's gonna put her hand up for a high five. That's the Hufflepuff table right now. Meanwhile, over at the Ravenclaw table, since most people are ranting and raving about Callista's choice of dinner meal, in the midst of that, Brett turns over toward Morgan. How was your summer break?
It was all right. Lots of work needed to be done.
Oh, yeah, your parents put you to work then, eh? Man, I couldn't imagine. I mean, I was thinking about maybe getting a job, but maybe in like a few years, you know?
My mother had many places to travel in the forest. I went with her this time.
Is your mother like a park ranger? And the people who are in the know as to what your mother is in some capacity are like, oh, Brett, you asked the wrong question. She's a weirdo.
She is a protector of a sacred space.
That's dope. Brett's really impressed. Reese says, my parents were planning on, we didn't really go anywhere this summer, but we're planning on a little winter vacation over to India. I'm pretty excited.
India.
You know, it's right around China, and I don't know what's on the other side. And Sri Lanka has like a little island south of it. There's a whole Indian Ocean.
Morgan is staring at him and just like blinks.
Mumbai? No. Drusilla will say, I don't think she knows about India. I'm just surprised, is all, Reese says. Yeah, that's where half my family's from. So we're going to be going out to meet up with them.
Hmm.
Where's your family from? Brett asks. To you, Morgan.
She looks down at her plate. My family can only be found in one place.
Everyone looks at each other. Billy, you're from Ireland, right? Unless the red hair has spooked me. Mike? Okay,
Mike,
maybe
you're
Mike is
unmuted.
AFK right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I think Brett will look over toward Callista. You're from the States? Did I get that right?
No, I actually outside London. There's this weird town called Southend-on-Sea.
I've never been. Is there anything special about it, or do you live in like a Muggle settlement then?
Yeah, yeah. I born and raised. Honestly, I know more about Muggles than the Wizarding world.
Cool.
What about you?
Kind of grew up all over actually, but we're originally from here. I think I have like a grandpa who's from South Africa, but past that, we have kind of gone all over. A lot to Romania or over to Hebrides.
Just have homes everywhere, or is it like just constant vacationing? Or
We're like moving around for work. My mom moves around a lot, Brett says. But it just means I get to see a lot of different things.
yeah.
Oh, I actually have something because didn't Brett like draw something weird going on? Who was it?
Didn't he draw like a dragon?
Yeah, but he drew somebody doing something.
I think it was Morgan.
Yeah.
I felt like it was Morgan. Jess, do you have any recollection as to what you were doing in that picture?
No, I don't
Okay,
think
that's
so.
fine.
Oh, I think she had her staff. I think he just drew her because she was interesting. That's
Gotcha.
it. I don't think she had
Yeah.
I don't think she was doing an action.
He says, I have a little present for everybody. I wasn't able to get them done by Christmas, so I thought I'd get them done over the break. And he begins handing out different portraits. One of the oldest ones for Morgan, one over for Callista, for Billy, for Reese, Drusilla, even one for Janice. She looks down. Cool. I thought you all deserved to have one.
Oh,
What do we do with these?
I don't know. Just keep them. I thought it'd be better if we were kind of closer. Hey, thanks, man. I like how you got my hair. Really got the messy look down. Reese says.
Yes, he truly looks like he doesn't own a comb. It's perfect.
Over at the Gryffindor table right down.
There are no Gryffindors.
no more
There's not?
Gryffindors.
What the fuck is Meredith?
Slytherin.
Slytherin.
You got red in your picture.
I
It
know.
fucks me up because I don't
switched
have
it.
the
I'm
notes
switching
for
to
you.
the one that I
You
have.
do.
Let me-
You
let
do
me-
now.
Let me
You do
adjust
now.
this.
She just
I-
finished it.
She
Oh,
finished
yeah?
it. Go ahead.
I did.
You finished like new art? So you said?
No, she
the
finished the
notes.
notes.
Oh, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll be able to grab that now then. Saturday morning, Meredith. Copy
That's the one I want to do. I want to do the other one.
here. Bam. Wunderbar. I now have it, so I shouldn't forget as much. Should definitely get you some Midjourney art, though. That'd be great.
Yeah, I just don't know how to use Midjourney.
Yeah, it's like you have to be really specific with it. Like AI, just the features of what you want. And then put Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor,
It's a great tool.
Ravenclaw.
Great tool.
Yeah.
I would love some help sometime when we're not in game.
If you at Jordan, they're normally really up to
Okay.
helping out with that kind of stuff.
Alright.
They love
Or Maya too.
doing it. Maya, yeah, Maya's really
Maya's
good at
incredible. Maya has also Facetune as well, so she can modify
And Ash.
your eye color and stuff.
Okay.
And
Ash
Ash
also.
too. Yeah.
Ash was also pretty good, but Maya, I love dearly, and she fucking does this 300 times a day.
No, literally.
it. She goes bankrupt just like buying more hours for.
Exactly.
I never
Wild.
ran out of hours until recently. Like I did, and that's because I was working on like a project.
She regularly runs out of hours.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I'll just do the one that I did find, and we'll use that in further now. Let me settings.
You found something?
I found something. How do I change my picture? Real quick, settings. Audio avatar.
Oh.
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 I'm sure they'll be back in a moment. I'm also gonna I'm gonna change their nickname on here to Cat. I'll also change their color to green. That might help me.
Now
It stayed the same. Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Here. I am here. Just adjusting something real quick.
Mike says his parents are calling him. So he's doing a BRB.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Here, that's better.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Looks kind of creepy.
Looks like what?
It looks kind of creepy.
Like standing
staring
off in the
forward.
distance. It's
Yeah.
giving Ring a bit.
Yes. Or the like twins in The Shining.
I was literally thinking of the twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it
Alright.
helps with the green.
So, Meredith, over at the Slytherin table right now, people are beginning to gather up their various meals. So, Arnesia was the one who asked you for a little bit of gravy. She gets her plate ready, and she says, I'm gonna go heckle my sister. I'll be right back. She
Okay.
gets up to head off toward the Ravenclaw table, and Levi sits close to you, Meredith. There, that is. Are you sure you're gonna be able to eat all that?
No, but it is good. I mean,
I much prefer a very nice dinner with just a very select few meals here. You see, I got caramelized carrots. We got pierogies, one of my favorites, with bacon and onions, and a side of salad.
sounds good. Normally when I'm back at home, we don't really have time for like big meals, so like I'm just eating a big meal.
Yeah, my brother's normally right out the door going to high school.
And my parents are
Barely
always
has any
fighting,
time
so
for any
like
of us.
I can't. They're busy a
Parents are
lot.
what?
They're writers.
Oh.
And they do stuff at the newspaper.
Do they like have to go like to the newspaper?
No, they're just writing a lot, and they have to do research, so they don't really have time to like set up.
Oh, do you guys
meals.
own a computer?
We own 2, I think.
You own 2 computers?
Yeah, because they have to work separately.
Oh, I guess. If they ever allow you on it, I found this really cool game called Club Penguin. You should friend me on it.
Okay, sure. I mean, I don't have my own computer, and they're always on them. But like, if I have time,
Yeah, you get to like walk around a little area. There's like quests and things. And I really like going to the disco and like dancing. It's like a social game.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
What's a disco? Gemma looks
It's a
weirded
type of
out.
music.
It's also a type of dance too. Oh, I assume Muggle dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like old. It's not
No,
something
it's
new.
like from like the 70s.
Oh, so like the waltz. Gemma says.
The
Oh, that's like the
waltz.
1700s.
The waltz.
Well, I say if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Okay, sure.
My Taylor says my mother used to dance at the disco. She always told me she had very fond memories.
That's good. I mean, discos sound fun, but like I don't think there's many around anymore. Also, I'm like
And
12.
Taylor just stares forward. Gemma says, I can't wait until we have some kind of dance or something. I'm going to show up with the most lavish dress possible. Something large. Something that people won't be able to ignore.
Tracks for everything, I guess. Yeah.
Tracks?
As it makes sense.
Yeah, like track and
That's right.
field, Levi says, making a joke.
Yeah, okay.
What does fields have to do with this? And you just confuse Gemma further. Being completely sheltered from any kind of Muggle activity. As is completely evident. That's the Great Hall. I turn the time over to you guys if there is anything that, or anybody that you guys want to talk to, or maybe if you want to change tables. We do have Defense Against the Dark Arts early tomorrow.
I want to be the weirdo Slytherin who goes over to the Gryffindor table.
Wonderful!
What the hell?
Where are you going? Gemma says. Be best, since you know her, because I believe you've gotten a little closer to her, right?
Yes.
Yes. It would be best to lie.
I'm just gonna go for a walk. I had a really big meal.
All right then. And she feels a little bit like upset because you left her mid-meal.
Oh no.
But not as upset as she would find if you were abandoning her for Gryffindors. So you go all the way across and take a little turn around to the Gryffindor table. Right now at the Gryffindor table, a few of your classmates are loading up on meals and whatnot. Currently, Sam and Sally are arguing with Logan. You need at least a little bit of greens on your plate. That you have turkey, ham, you have turkey, ham, beef, and chicken. That is far too much. You guys always told me I need a well-rounded meal for this stuff. Yeah, well-rounded, not well around the farm.
Oh. That's a lot of meat.
It's mine, he says reactively.
Taking your meat.
Good, because it's mine.
I'm not gonna take your meat. I think I'm gonna put that in quotes. Just let you know.
Please do.
Please, Cat's first quote.
No.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, all the quotes are taken out of context for the most part. For the most part. We'll have to go through them sometime. Show them off.
It's really funny.
Okay.
But yeah, I think
don't need them.
Meredith's just gonna be like, I didn't really super introduce myself last year, but I was like, I know we have like this whole class rivalry thing, but like I want to just say hi, I guess.
And I think Nate will look over and say, the whole rivalry thing is stupid. Plus, I see Ravenclaws have way more trouble with Slytherins than Gryffindors do. But maybe that's just because they've separated our tables so far. Welcome. Feel free to sit down if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll sit down. I mean, from what I've heard in like the common room, apparently there was like a big time when Slytherin was like #1, and then the Gryffindors took over for a while. So like it.
Sadie says, that was mostly due to favoritism. There's very few Slytherin faculty members on board. And I find a lot of the time some people end up just kind of throwing questions and points to their own house.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I was in the faculty lounge one time, and they did have a board up about who they thought they were taking lots on who was going to win. I think that's kind of a conflict of interest.
Does sound like a conflict of interest. I mean, if there's a number of teachers that are, attached to one house, of course they'll be nicer to the house.
Plus, having a hat sort you into different places, it's a certain thing called tracking, and there's Muggle studies that have shown that it's not very good for education purposes.
Oh, okay.
But there's lots of ways that the Wizarding world is a little bit behind in that kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah, I mean, totally makes sense
Sadie
to me.
showing that her dad has a master's in education. right now, Darcy looks over and says, "You're Meredith, right?"
Yeah, that's me.
Sorry, I know it's been a year, but I'm still getting used to meeting all the students, and yeah, the Southerns are kind of far away.
Yeah, we're pretty far away.
Why'd you come down here, though? We never see
Uh,
Southerns down at the Gryffindor table.
I don't know. I just thought I should introduce myself. I mean, I don't know what you guys are gonna do, but like, I heard there was like Quidditch stream tryouts, and that seemed like a lot of fun. And like, if I want to like ingratiate myself with like, everybody, then I have to like meet everybody, right?
Right, we didn't end up doing the tryouts. Yeah, last year they don't normally let first years onto the teams unless they're really exceptional. But I think it looks really cool. I've been practicing ever since first year. I was able to bring a practice broom home on the strict rule of I'm not allowed to bring it off the farm.
Okay, so you live on a farm then?
Oh, yeah. It's a Muggle farm, so if I were to start taking it down the street, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah, that makes sense.
some Muggle in their truck might take a second look.
Yeah, I can't do magic because I'm like in downtown London, and that's not allowed.
Oh, dang! Wow, that must be rough. I
It's all
mean, we're
right.
not allowed to really cast outside, but even on a broom.
I mean, I had a good time with my parents and everything, so you know.
Now that I've experienced like a year of this, I don't know if I can go back. I went home and I felt like weird that I couldn't use my wand anymore.
It does kind of feel um like you're missing a part of yourself, I guess. That makes sense.
You must be like really rich if you live out in London.
We do okay. We're not like super rich, but you know, they
Do you
work
have
for
a
the.
flat?
Yeah, we do. My
Oh
parents work
wait,
for the newspaper there, so.
I just noticed new art for Callista.
Oh yeah.
Showing it
Gotta
off.
get that done.
Callista art. Well, you're welcome at the Gryffindor table anytime, Darcy says with a big smile.
Oh, thanks. I mean, be glad to do that when I can get away. Anyways, but, Gemma's a little clingy, I guess.
That's the girl with the red hair, right?
Yeah.
She always kind of seemed off-put to me.
I think she's just sheltered and doesn't know how to interact with people.
Like someone else I know. Nate says, looking over toward Logan. Was that a jab? Was that a... It felt like a jab. And let's, just for the sake of it, since it's been a little while, and we're meeting off new people, I will show off these characters and their art. Darcy. Logan. Mr. Nate Matthews. Sadie. Milne's daughter. And Sally and Sam. Sally. Sam. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
So, how have your guys' like classes been? Have you gotten anything like what you kind of want to do or whatever?
Sally will speak up at that. Well, as for us, Transfigurations has gone well, but we all knew that that was going to happen. The Peel triplets kind of laugh a bit about that.
Why did you think that would go well?
We're the Peels, she says, like
What
as
does
if you
that
should
mean?
know. Logan's going to be like, Sally, a little more. Oh, how cute. Sally says. We're known for transfigurations. Our whole family is. Prodigies have been for a long time, and we were taught quite a few things before we even got here to Hogwarts. Couldn't cast anything, well, not legally, Sam says. But Logan never quite picked up on it. I was always better at DADA.
I have surprisingly done okay at that.
Rojas is a weird teacher, Logan says. Nate says she always picks on me.
She picks on you?
Yeah, whenever there's like something to show off in class, she always calls me up.
I don't remember that, but maybe.
Oh, you'll find that she does.
I'm sorry that a teacher's bullying you?
Oh, please, Sadie says. She's not bullying him. You're just a presenter with her. Yeah, but why can't she call like literally anybody else? Nate says. Maybe you're her favorite, Sally says. I think Sam will say, ooh, teacher's pet. Put me back in the kennel then, Nate says.
I'm mostly good with charms and defense against the dark arts stuff. That's what I'm going to good at so far.
Hey, we should partner up sometime, Darcy says.
Yeah. I mean, totally. Yeah.
I've been wanting to get better with my jinxes as well. I like the idea of being able to defend myself against some of these animals.
I mean, it's always good to do that. I mean, I'm not gonna like stop you. We could do that.
And you guys are all put up for the opening ceremony here. Later at night, you are all escorted secondarily to your common rooms after the first years and are able to get a good night's rest. The next morning, Defense Against the Dark Arts starts. Let me show you guys your schedule. Reference, class schedule, second year, open a browser. There we are. Present screen. There we are. This is your second year class schedule here. After breakfast, we have Defense Against the Dark Arts with Professor Rojas on the 5th floor. There's Muggle Music. Professor Milne teaches that class. After lunch, we have Herbology, and then some free time to veg around until tomorrow when we have History of Magic once again.
Oh no, not that one.
Each class runs... each core class runs twice in the week, and smaller classes such as Muggle Art or Astronomy only run once.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And then next year, it's every class runs twice, and that persists for a little while until 6th year when every class runs once a week, because there's way more classes to take. Okay. The next morning, you all walk into the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom and see the room has been set up with many rough-looking hewn stone blocks, about 3 feet tall each, arrayed in a grid in the center of the room. Today, you will have the opportunity to learn spells with great utility. For instance, take this large slab of stone here. Nate, can you come up here for a second? Nate's going to say. Nearby, he walks up to the front. Can you try to lift our large stone here? What? No, that thing's got to be at least like 500 pounds. Give it a try. It's not a wood slab. It's going to go down. Yeah, don't hurt yourself! You can hear Sam yell over toward him. A few of the Slytherins are laughing, and he tries to pick it up.
Go,
Of
Nate!
course he can't.
Go, Nate!
I'm going to make a athletics
With a
check
D4.
with a D4. So that is a 4,
Jeez.
and now it's a 6 with the D4.
Come on, put more muscle into it!
Ooh.
I think
I can't
saw
do it,
move.
Professor. Oh, sorry. Did I say with your hands? No. Locomotor. She casts out. You're kidding me, Nate says. And the entire stone slab begins to lift about 3 feet up into the air. It lifts most heavy objects, and we're able to move them along a path. It'll follow me wherever I go. She begins walking around, and the stone slab moves with her. The spell can affect up to about 500 pounds, but if we can hit that number today, that'll be up to your own grit. And to punctuate that last word, the large stone slab drops back down onto the wooden pallet board underneath of it. It all shakes the ground. Give it a go. And Nate and everyone else is going to try out Locomotor.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh.
I'm gonna take your meat.
Why did 3 of us
Rachel-
get 9s?
Everyone's reacting
If
to AO.
we could have the D4.
Okay. Billy, Meredith, take my D4.
Wow, how many of those do you have per day?
4. Because I have a charisma
Damn,
of
you have a
4.
+4?
Well, it's-
Yeah.
Nice.
And, who else? Does that pass?
And
Oh, Cat rolled in that one.
that's a 4. I didn't roll on a. That's a 10 total.
Does
It's
it
still a
pass?
natural 1.
No, that's
It's a natural
just.
It's on a D4 though.
It's a
It's a D4. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I rolled a
sorry.
9 plus 1.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend using Gregory Bot because it doesn't actually tell you what
Okay.
die you rolled and stuff, right?
Okay.
So, I'd recommend using either the Mysterium Bot or Avray, which is !R.
Okay.
I can't give myself a D4.
And you can even add, you could add things with Avray, so you can go !R space 1d4 +10. You can do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I think Locomotor might be a first level spell, if I'm remembering correctly.
I'll have to pull up the
I think it is.
spell it.
Yeah, so I do not.
No, it's a
Yeah.
first level. It's a first level.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a first level, which means I
Yeah.
don't pass.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay,
Is
let's
it
go
10?
round the bend here.
Fuck.
DADH Shen. What'd you get?
A 9.
Yes. Okay. Well, you continue with your P so far, Meredith.
I got a 10.
10. All right. So that is also a failure. Morgan.
I got a 10. I just barely.
You know what's funny? That does at least put up your grade for the amount of effort. You were at a D. Callista.
14.
That is a success. I'll come back to you, Billy.
15.
Nice, and that's also a success. So
Oh,
everybody else.
Technically, did we have downtime through the year? Because I could put 1 point into
Yes.
this and
You-
make it 11.
You did have downtime after last session.
So I'll do that. It's now
Okay,
11.
so yeah,
I've
if
been
you're going to
dedicated.
dedicate that +1 to that, then it would be 11. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That would be just barely a success.
I'm gonna just adjust the schools of magic real quick.
do.
Okay, so each and every single one of you are trying out your spell. Shen, Morgan, you guys cast out Locomotor, and you can see your large stone block begin to kind of like shake a little bit. It starts to rise up into the air, but kind of just twists a little bit and then comes straight back down after only rising up a few millimeters. You could feel your wand or your stave become suddenly very heavy, and that kind of broke your concentration on this stuff. Meredith, for you, you are casting out Locomotor. With your 11, you can feel a great weight suddenly come onto your wand, and you kind of push against it, pushing it up, and your stone block lifts as well. Now, it's hard to hold, but you got it. Meanwhile, Callista and Billy, you guys get it on the first or second try. Locomotor, and it begins to rise up. Your wand gets a little more heavy, but, it's still a wand. It's fine. It's just a 5-pound weight there, and you're able to pull the stone blocks around with you. Congrats. For the rest of the class, you guys get 2 other spells of your choice. From the new second year spell list, which you can find, of course, I'm going to send it to you, second year spells, the reference category.
I have mine.
I also have mine.
All right.
Me too.
Mr. Billy.
Going home.
I will begin with Immobilis.
Oh.
Nat 20.
Nat 20!
Ooh.
All right. Mr. Billy, you are currently practicing on the far side of the room. You cast out Immobilis, and there is a blue kind of wave of force that comes off from you. You can see like a sort of ethereal aurora that is created in the space, and
I've
an entire desk is locked into space. Yes, Mike? What were you saying?
It's only researched. It's a second level spell.
Oh, it's a second level spell. I forgot about that.
Unless you have...
Nat 20 on shitty research.
It's
Well,
very
actually,
nice.
I have said natural 20s on research count as one successful cast.
Ooh.
So it got off. Even though you don't have the spell slot for it, it did happen, and an entire desk was locked into the air. Professor Rojas says, Mr. Wiggenweld, normally I don't see that until second semester. Very good. 5 points to Ravenclaw.
Awesome. All right.
And of course, the points are redone. Last year looks like Hufflepuff won.
Yeah, but I'm the holy Hufflepuff now.
Yep.
Oh, were there some cast changes?
Brooke and Ted are no longer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
It's okay.
Very nice of you to admit that the spell that you're doing was a second level and wasn't able to be cast.
Oh no, I was looking at it, I'm like, why isn't it gold? Why isn't it gold if I rolled a nat 20? And then it's like, spell research successfully. And it's like, goddamn.
Spot gold on you.
Yeah. But I'll have to add that little nuance to the bot. But
Sure, it's a new ruling, so it's my bad.
No, that's fine. I will also go with Arrest of Momentum. $16. Yes.
Okay. There is, of course, a stack of desks that has been set up for people to climb up onto, and a large mat that might be a little bit just too thin for how tall the desks have been stacked up. We find Billy up at the very top, staring way down. The desk kind of shift a little bit. Whoa. Shen, you can see Billy up there.
Billy, what are you doing?
practicing my magic.
You can't practice magic up there.
Sure you can. And he'll jump.
Arrest the momentum! And Billy will fall down toward the ground, and he boom stops just like a foot before the mat, and then drops to the ground.
Oh. You know what? I was expecting worse.
Yep. I hope you knew what you were doing, Billy.
Oh yes, it's a useful little spell.
Oh yeah, especially in dire situations, that could be useful.
Yeah, I don't expect to find myself falling down deep dark holes anytime soon, but you know, it's always useful to have.
Faith. You're ready, right?
Sure. Let's go. First one, Rictum Sempra.
Actually, just before we get to that, Billy, can I get your totals there? Because I was more worried about the narrative.
Yeah, the total's 15, 16, 24 with a nat 20.
Wonderful. Okay. Oh, nat 20? Then I'll... Yeah. Then I'll put your grade up to a no. Okay. Sorry. Callista.
Good. So it's Rictum Sempra with the 13.
Rictus Sempra.
Sempra.
You leave
13?
this Scour Giffy alone.
Rictus Sempra is a ton of fun. It is, of course, the tickling hex, and it can incapacitate the tickling hex, and it can incapacitate people. Very, very useful.
Second one, let's go for Impervious. 22.
All right. What impervious? Yeah, that is in DADA, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's very fun. So, Callisto, when you cast out Impervious, you were able to create any object to be hydrophobic. So any kind of water that comes upon it, you don't have to worry. Very useful for if you want to make your own your clothes into a raincoat.
Mm-hmm. Also to help with splashes when you're going through a whole lot of ice creams and different sorts of jellies.
Oh
Yes.
my god. You're just scaring Cat.
Okay. That is Callista. What were your totals? 13, 22,
Yeah,
16.
13, 22, and 14. No, on the first
15.
one. Yeah.
Was it 14?
14. Yeah,
Okay.
Billy got 15.
High or low?
Secret powers. Hi.
Cicrin powers activate.
Cicrin powers activate.
Cicrin was not with you today.
You see,
No.
and if you blame them for it,
Dang it, Secret.
she'll come back with, "You believe."
Didn't believe.
You have to believe.
It's a religion here in Magic Mysterium, and like any good religion, it shames you if it doesn't actually work. It's like, no, it's your fault. That is Callista. Merritt. Morgan.
Oh,
I was actually going to go to Morgan. So I believe she's ready, right?
I didn't say I was ready. I believe that was
I said
Mary.
I was.
I was
Yeah.
also ready.
Oh, Raven.
Both
Yeah.
Cat and Raven.
We'll go to Raven, then we'll go to Meredith, and then we'll do Morgan last.
I'm gonna research Immobulus.
What does research do?
Gives you advantage when you are able to cast.
Okay.
But we don't have second level spell slots, so we just have to
Right.
research. Okay,
So
but
that
I
is now
cast.
researched.
Yeah. Okay.
You
I'm gonna-
understand about Immobulus. You feel like if you were to cast it, that you would do so with a bit of an advantage over others.
And then I'm gonna attempt to cast Arresto Momentum.
Shen, what are you doing?
I'm trying to fly. A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice. I'm trying to fly! You jump down to the ground and are able to cast Arresto Momentum just before you hit. Shen does kind of stop as if they're flying. Oh, if but for a moment there is a feeling of weightlessness, and then you hit the mat heavily.
That hurts a lot more than I would thought.
Are you okay, Shen? Rain saw you jump.
I'm good. I'm good. Oh, my hair. Oh no.
Are you trying to practice for the next time you crash into the library on a broomstick?
I mean, I wasn't the one, but yeah.
As for opening ceremony here, that'd be cool. Sorry, I got so many thoughts in my head. Okay, your total, Chen.
It is 9 of 15 and then a dirty 20.
9, 15, dirty 20?
Yeah.
High or low?
High.
High it is!
Yeah!
Tiffany's with you this day.
Yeah.
And you get an E overall.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Meredith.
We're gonna do Defoto or the one.
Yeah, Defodio. You're good.
Defodio.
Defodio. Yeah, that
You're
one.
right.
Isn't it Defodio?
I don't understand a weird way that you could really read Defodio.
Right, that works.
Defodio.
Yep.
A
Def-
Defodio.
But even then, that's still correct. It's just a different rhythm.
Defodio.
Defodio. Yes,
Defodio.
thank you. Just found
Put
it.
the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah.
All right, that was successful. And then
You're like bilingual.
Rick December.
Bilingual.
Sorry, we're cutting in. You're doing Rick December next?
Yeah. All right, that was also successful.
Nice. So, for Defodio, you have like your large stone there that you were able to bring up onto the air. Using Defodio, you can cast out at it, and the surface of the large stone block cracks with a tiny, like 1,000 tiny cracks that move all throughout it, and then you can see it collapse into a mound of rubble. You lift your wand up, and all the rubble lifts together and is able to be deposited elsewhere. To be clear, because it's not on the spell description, but it is a ruling of mine, this spell only works on unhewn stone. So if it is, like tile, no. If it's a stone wall, no. Unless you're in a cave, in which case you can use this.
Okay.
If it's natural stone. Because that is the ruling in 5e for a similar spell. So why not this one?
All right.
Morrigan.
Oh, do you need my totals?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna do Resto Momentum. $12.
Nice.
And I think I was going to I forgot which one it was going to be. It was going to be Defodio. Okay. And then
I've had people
11 for
circumvent
Defodio.
entire sections of the game with Defodio.
Yeah.
11. That's a success for Defodio. So you get by. You have an A, which is great because last year you had a D.
we're moving up.
Moving on up.
Getting better grades.
All right. that is Defense Against the Dark Arts class. After that, you guys have Herbology. On the way down the steps, Morrigan, you are stopped in the hall. Nolan says, "Hey, Morrigan, right?"
Indeed. Thank you for remembering.
I was more asking if I wasn't grabbing your arm or in older years.
I think you are more sure of yourself than you let on with that.
I heard that you were really good at herbology class. Is that right?
I try.
I'm kind of shit. And I hear that we're doing like a whole big year assignment. I was hoping I might be able to, I don't know, maybe pay you for a bit of tutoring.
Pay me?
Yeah, with like sickles? Maybe like 5 sickles a session? I thought that would be apt.
I don't need your money. But I will tutor you.
Cool. If we are doing what I think we're doing, stay nearby, please. The first moment that I can, I'm going to be getting out of herbology class, but before that, I don't want to bring home a bad grade for my mom.
My mother, too, has a importance on herbology, especially. Well, I suppose the equivalent of it.
You guys move down toward herbology class. This year, the student supply list had Snuggle Worm Puff earmuffs in all bold font. As you take your leave in Herbology Greenhouse 2, you begin to learn why. The class is organized in front of small clay pots. You can see a few green leaves peeking up out of the soil. Everyone find your spots, please. Find your spots. People get into place. Now, the plant in front of you will be your project for the year. We will be growing them, pruning them, and repotting them until they have matured. The mandrake plant, also called
Hand.
the D40 Jess, herbology checks.
Oh.
Well, with a -1 intelligence.
I highly doubt I'm going to beat that.
There's a 5% chance, right?
Oh.
Wow. I'm not gonna call upon you because there's no. Your mom definitely grows these, so.
Mm-hmm. She just.
Unless she calls them a weird name.
Probably.
Well, I think she would probably call it a folk name. If I'm thinking correctly, it probably wouldn't be the scientific Latin name.
You have one.
Oh, actually, give me a second.
Yeah, I'll give you a second. You can see the pots are very simple clay with that kind of like muted reddish color on the sides. They all have drip trays underneath of them, and there is little watering cans ready for everybody to work on these plants. You all have slightly larger pots that have been placed next to your mandrake plants, and as Sprout looks around the room trying to pick who to pick on, she says, "Carol."
I'm trying to look for.
Is this one of the? Just a second. I have it.
I have it.
Just wait.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Hold on.
I got it. I got it. Something that one of these
Jess
is really
once did
funny.
that to me for 5 minutes. It was so fucking hilarious.
Well, I had it. I just needed a second.
Yeah.
You had way more than 10.
Oh, okay. I got one.
The mandrake plant, also called Carol.
The herb of Circe.
Oh. Oh. I've never heard of that one. Miss Zhao.
Give me the
Do you need the answer?
Yes. It's called
Miss Zhao.
Mandragora. Mandragora.
Indeed. We call them mandragora when they are fully grown, which is what I was looking for, she says, looking over toward Miss Carol. 5 points to Hufflepuff. Sadie whispers over toward the other Gryffindors. See? Favoritism.
Wanted to be 10 because of my nat 20.
Oh, it would be 10 points, yes. 10 points.
Even more favoritism.
Yes, legitimately
actually
favoritism. Yeah.
I do want to point out other names for Mandrake. Folk
Yeah.
names are Brain Thief, Gallows, Ladykins. In German, one translates to witches, mandolin, raccoonberry, which is the one I almost said.
Raccoonberry.
That one's hilarious.
Berry.
Wild lemon,
Raccoonberry.
woman drake, and another one in German, which is like Zauberwurzel, which translates to sorcerer's root.
Oh,
Is there any, like, so this plant is just so big and so many people have different names for it and stuff, like,
Yeah.
there's
Even more.
It makes me think, like,
not even saying.
Is there some kind of plant that, like, this is actually based off of?
Oh yeah,
You know?
mandrakes do technically exist. It's not like a fictional thing. It's just that when you pull the root up, it looks like a little human.
oh.
You have the
Let's
fictional
see. Was the mandrake real? The mandrake is a perennial herb with thick, often forked roots which may resemble the legs of a human body.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like a weird carrot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it has like white or purple flowers and large yellow berries
Oh,
around
here.
it.
Yeah. I'm gonna send an old picture of one, like, from a manuscript. Here's also a part of a manuscript, and they actually, like, drew it like a person.
It is poisonous. Planetary association is Mercury. It is also associated with the element of fire.
They bloom, huh? They have flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know it was real.
Yeah, it's from the Mediterranean region, or from other species. It says.
Creepy looking plant.
I have Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, which has, like,
is this online or do you actually have it in your library?
I have it in my book, like, as a book that I'm holding in my hand right now.
Amazing.
I love you. The mandrake plant is a particularly needy plant. They will need watering daily, so you'll have to spend a few minutes every day here to make sure they mature properly. Absolutely no wands are allowed out in this class. At least not now. We don't need a wayward spell cracking a pot and killing us all. Killing us? Billy exclaims. Not at this age, mind you. But mandrakes are sentient plants. When disturbed from the soil, they let out a particularly powerful wail. While these are just babies, fully matured mandragora can have enough concussive force to kill a troll, or even crack stone. Which is why we all wear our protective equipment as we repot them today. Sprout gestures for everyone to put on their earmuffs and proceeds to grasp just below the leaves of the plant. Get a firm grip right at the bottom here, and tug upward. You can hear terrible scream that pervades the entire greenhouse as you stare upon the ugliest looking root baby you have ever witnessed in your life. And I'm just warning you now, I'm going to be calling upon every single person to tell me how theirs looks.
Oh, God.
There's my hidden chat. I'm going to send a picture that is of mandrakes here. These are super cool. I really
Forgot
like
about
this
the
art.
fucking Mandrake inspo sticker.
Yes, there is, of course. Inspo. Just so the newbies know.
That was the funniest read of inspo you've ever done.
There's two of them. Because back in the day, people were upset that I wouldn't give inspo evenly or something because it's hard to keep track of. And so, but they would find that if they were like, "Can I have inspo?" I'd be like, "Yeah, totally, of course." And so we made a little sticker to send to me. But if you really feel like you desperately need it, you can send the Mandrake one.
Anecdotally speaking, though, the moment that one emote was created, I feel like inspo happened fivefold more often. Like, the moment the sticker was made, it was no longer needed.
Well,
Yeah, I got better with
such
it.
a potent image that I think it now is just in your mind forever. So you're like, whenever something cool happens, whenever someone says something funny, that little mandrake face flashes in your mind, and you're like, I have to give inspo.
It looks so dry, that thing. So, I'm gonna get everybody please to make me a herbology check.
Oof.
Oof.
Oof, gang.
I'm scared.
Can't wait till the
A
second
good
half
old-
of this year.
Yep. I knew that was
Four.
gonna happen. Oh my god, Faith.
Oh no! Faith, another nat 20! Nice! Okay, so that's 5 points to Ravenclaw, eh?
Starting off hot. Let's go, Ravenclaw.
Oh.
Caca!
Caca.
Alright, so I'm gonna go down the way and then we're gonna do some shit. Shen, your
6.
roll. You might be you got a T now.
What the hell?
Oh no!
Last year you had a D, you get a 6 this year.
But
Yeah.
didn't I go up by 2? Because of my answer.
Did you do a
No,
downtime for
you
that?
just answered.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, yeah,
You
you
answered a
only
question.
answered. That doesn't affect grade.
Unfortunately.
Isn't it the new year though? So
It
whatever
is.
reason-
It is
a new
the
year.
new year. But if you had a D and you continually get bad, I'm gonna put you down.
No. It's a new year. You start fresh.
Yeah, you start fresh. I
I'm
don't
pretty
deserve
sure.
a T. I did not get a
You
nat
don't.
1,
Not
Alex.
normally what I do, but I'll be nice and I'll give you a D.
Are you sure that's
Um,
not what you do?
Meredith,
4.
a new year approaches. Morgan,
17.
Callista,
Nat 20.
nice, and Billy,
13.
13. Okay. Meredith and Shen, I want you guys please to make me a con save.
Con save, okay.
Alright.
The only reason I argued was because of this possible.
A nat 20.
11.
Raven.
I'm carrying the Hufflepuff house.
I'll give 5 more points to Hufflepuff.
The fucking spirit of Cora is with you.
What
Apparently,
the fuck?
Literally.
Brooke left, and her powers of herbology remained.
So, Shen, everybody else starts to pull. Boom, 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 boom. And, everybody, Morgan, Callista, Billy pulls out their little mandrake, and they're screaming and thrashing around like little babies, and you have to put them in the new pot and kind of start to cover them up with soil. Shen, you pull yours out and you hear, and you're like, that's really loud. And Shen has forgotten to put on her earmuffs, but somehow is completely unaffected and just like and starts to put the stuff back on.
Ancestry.
Maybe, yeah. Meanwhile, Meredith, yours are on. They're just a little loose, like one ear. But maybe like you couldn't hear Sprout talking, so you like pulled one ear off to listen, and then you forgot to put it back on, and you pull yours out. Firstly, Meredith, what does your mandrake look like?
Like the wrinkliest old man baby you've ever seen.
Looks like Dumbledore.
It has like little philia, like
Little
roots that come down that make it look like a beard. Yeah, the whiskers.
Like Benjamin Button at the end of Benjamin, or at the beginning of Benjamin Button.
It screams the worst possible scream that you could possibly experience, and you begin to feel you go to like put your hand up to take your muff to put it back on, and you hit the ground.
I'm out.
Spongify, so she doesn't hurt herself.
You can absolutely do that. Oh dear, someone take Miss Ainsworth to the hospital wing. And we're going to go around the table. Let's see. Who else? 3, Shen, what does yours look like?
Like McGonagall.
So, we're talking like a pursed lip?
Yeah.
Like the jawline that kind of like comes down to a point. Pointy elbows. And like a long body.
Yeah.
Screaming. Wonderful, love that. Oh wait, it's only Billy, what does yours look like?
Mine looks like a awkwardly cute little baby.
That's not cute, Alan.
Well, relatively cute, but it's still kind of horrifying that it's a plant with, roots and everything growing out of it. But
Like
yeah,
the poachy cheeks.
Me.
like I will say adorably terrifying.
Adorably terrifying. You can throw that thing down in there and begin to pump it up with soil, and that sound starts to fire off. You could hear when Billy pulled his out, a few of the girls like Junipers like. Callista, you're up next.
Callista pulls hers out, and it looks like a slow bro. And as it starts crying, she kind of like turns it around, and she's like, "Go, you psychic, slow bro, good."
Slow bro.
So
I'm getting slow bro up for everybody here. So it's got like little divots where the sort of eyes are on the left and right hand side of the face, a wide open bulbous mouth. I put it in rolling for some reason, and like big pudgy legs and arms. And Morrigan, what's yours look like?
Morgan's is nearly completely round and smooth, like a small beach ball, with little hands and feet sort of sticking out.
Wow!
I hate this. I really hate this.
This one's gonna need
Okay,
some
I'm
work.
unconscious. I don't have to see this.
I really did not have to see this.
Morgan, sorry, can you say what you're gonna say?
This one's going to need some work.
It has bass to it.
Kind of like a
Where?
pufferfish. Kind of like a pufferfish.
Yeah, like a pufferfish. Or like the personification of the sunglassed sun. You know, when someone like draws like the sun with sunglasses, big mouth. All right. That is her biology class. And Gemma says, I have it, Professor. Gemma will take you to the hospital wing, Meredith.
Yay! See, Gemma can be nice.
Mm-hmm. She definitely didn't choose to do that because she wanted to get away from all the screaming and wanted to get out of her own work.
No, it's
Arnesia,
fine.
can you do mine? Thank you. What?
Okay. Risk and reward.
Truly.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay. Um, Later in that day, we have dinner, and a free period. Everybody gains a free period. Meanwhile, Meredith, you wake up in the hospital wing. Ugh. The bright light of the sun that's currently down on the horizon, casting a golden glow over the landscape, is filtering in through the windows, and you can see the dust kind of clinging into the air. And sitting nearby is Miss Gemma Drayton. Um, she is currently shuffling a small tarot deck.
Gemma, is that you?
Oh, go back to sleep.
What time is it?
Just after dinner time. You missed mashed potatoes.
Man, I missed dinner?
I mean, after how much you ate yesterday, I thought that you'd be fine.
That's probably right.
Damn.
It was a big meal.
Sit up a little bit and be like, what are you doing over there?
Oh, I was just, don't worry about it. I sometimes think about my future, what might happen in the near little bit here. And I'm getting some mixed signals, I think, from the cards. Maybe these ones need a little bit of cleansing.
What's that supposed to mean? What'd you get?
Well, I got the moon in reverse. So someone's lying to me. Or someone isn't quite being forthcoming with what they're doing. But I also had the chariot upright. That's for my present. Meaning that I am moving forward with a force of will. And what I think is probably can be determined as wisdom. People have always called me an old soul, so it's like I don't know who the hell told you that.
Lying to you?
Somebody. In a way, we're all lying to each other, here and there, sometimes lying to ourselves. Do you want a reading?
Sure, I guess.
I really wish I knew where my tarot deck was. I have. Oh! There it is. Ta-da!
Oh my god, it's a
Star
real one.
Spinner Tarot. Yep.
We love tarot in this house.
Fucking
always
love doing a tarot reading.
Yeah, we always do some sort of tarot. Especially
Super
if we have a
fun.
divinations person here.
Tis me.
Yes, it is our lovely Jess.
Third eye.
And Gemma is also a divination wizard. Witch. Okay, I've got to do a little wash here with the cards, and we're gonna see what's coming your way. Grab some, pull it up here, pull it under. Okay. This one's really, really wild on me. Because I'm terrible at shuffling, so a wash is just the best way to do it. All right. Where should I pull? Top, middle, bottom? Or something more specific? Middle.
Middle, just above the middle. So not really
Just
the
above the middle. You got it.
We love specifics.
Bam. 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 3 card pulls are nice and quick. Past, present, and future. Gemma explains this toward you. All right. These are your cards. Each one has been seldom picked by me. The left here will be your past. Things that inform the way that you see the world. The present is where you are currently, and the future is always in flux, but this can give you an idea if you continue on your current path where it's happening. Ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I've only done this a few times. My mother taught me how to do it. So, firstly, your past. She flips it over. Ooh, the Hanged Man. Upright. Let's see. The Hanged Man is an appeal to patience. In the past, it's felt like too much has always been on hold, perhaps for the best. The Hangman asks that asks that you be patient with yourself, and serves as a reminder that growth has come slowly for you. You can be assured that biding your time is not the same as wasting it. No sense in picking fruit before it has time to ripen. It might have to do with the fact that, well, you're a budding young witch. You're in the wrong place. I'd like to think that this is the right one. Present. Oh, oh. The sun in reverse. Beautiful. There's a phoenix on that one, actually. It's pretty cool. All of her cards actually move, by the way. They're like animated. X, I. Oh, there it is. I almost had it. There. Currently, though you may welcome an opportunity to bask in your own brilliance and newfound power, it might be wise to assess the kind of space and attention you take. The 10 crows inside of this, rising in the card, represent the sun goddess's 10 children who, so impatient for glory, race across the sky together and scorch the earth below. Do you seek to illuminate truth and beauty with your radiance, or do you simply burn too bright and too hot? Think about how your presence right now is affecting others. And lastly, the future. Oh. She looks down at the card, like, seemingly with a bit of apprehensiveness. Well, that would be fortitude, but in reverse. If you can continue on your current path, your shortcomings, your flaws, and all your past mistakes will be a part of you. The things that you should not hinder, but those things should not hinder your growth. If you're not gentle and patient with yourself, how can you actually cultivate your own growth? Progress requires risk. Very soon, you'll be tested to take that risk. So, watch out for moments that might push you. Maybe it might do you some good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing like the through line, I guess, is it. I was really patient, and that's good, but it's not gonna get me where I want to go.
Oh, you're in Slytherin for a reason, Ainsworth. For the House of Ambition. What's yours? You can hear the bell go at that moment. Bong, bong, bong. Oh, you're allowed to get up if you want. I just wanted a little bit of time alone. She sits up.
Yeah.
Madame Pomfrey, I'm going to head down to the North Courtyard. Of course. Have a good time, she says. Oh, and Meredith's awake. What? You didn't tell me that. He's going to come over. Feeling a little better, Miss Ainsworth?
Yeah, I think I just a little too loud, and then I was out like a light.
You have to remember that you have your protective equipment on correctly when we're doing herbology classes. Always one. Every year.
I couldn't hear them through it, and I had to. Explaining it's not going to help, is it?
No. Where are your earmuffs? She says, and hands them over toward you. She has obviously taken off of you when you arrived here.
Okay.
Billy, You have a free period today. What is Mr. Wiggenweld up to?
Oh, that is a good question. Um, I think I'm going to go and try to see if I can find Professor Slughorn to do some potions experimentation.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let us see. I'm going to roll a straight luck check to see if he's really available or not. I got a 16. So, seems that you're in somewhat luck. You know that you have a little bit of time left, and you're hoping you might be able to catch him before all hell breaks loose. So you rush down toward the dungeons and move down a coiling staircase with a little bit of pep in your step. You get there just as Professor Slughorn is currently going to lock the door to the potions classroom. You're a little bit out of breath when you arrive.
Oh, glad I caught you, Professor.
Oh, Mr. Wiggenweld. You look like you were out for a run.
Oh, just running to try to see you, sir.
What would Mr. Billy have to do with your own potions, Professor? Looking for any advice, are we?
Well, a little bit, sir. I've been thinking of starting a potion making business. When I graduate, and I'd like to experiment on some of my own potions.
Oh, ambitious! Well, I know many people who have sought to create their own businesses and who's only failed and flopped. I will warn you, boy, it's not for the faint of heart. And not only will good potioneers succeed, but good businessmen. Luckily, I know many, actually. Here, why don't you follow me to my office?
Sure, sir.
He leads you up to the 7th floor, where on the right-hand side, down the Hall of Hexes, is a ornate door. You enter in, and he says, "Come on in." You see a larger office than probably even Headmistress McGonagall has. It has drapery that goes down along the walls, many accoutrements, artifacts that have been collected over years that follow on little lips and shelving units. There is a grand fireplace that currently burns as Professor Flitwick flicks his wand at it, and leather upholstered couches and a large brass coiling snake that moves in the ceiling right now. And he puts some work down for himself in the day here and whisks his wand to start brewing some tea. Would you like any?
Oh, yes, sir. I'd be delighted.
This office of mine been a point of pride ever since I came back. I had to practically twist Albus's arm to give it to me.
Oh, I forgot you knew Albus Dumbledore.
Knew Albus Dumbledore. He was a very close personal friend. Many, many years. Bright fellow he was. He'd been working here far before I was. In fact, I think he graduated maybe a decade before I did. But I stand victorious, yes, he says, and he takes a sip of the tea there. He sits down. What do you think I can help you with, Mr. Billy?
Well, Professor, I was thinking I'd start with the basis of some of the potions that we've already learned from first year, and some of the potions we're going to learn in second year, and just, make a few little tweaks and adjustments and see if we get anything exciting.
Tweaks and adjustments, he says, with a bit of a look down. Well, you've shown promise in class, that is so much for certain. I normally don't promote experimentation beyond the advanced potions class. I'm sure you're up for such a challenge.
Well, Professor, I guess I won't know till I try, right?
When it comes to something like this, it's best to know before. You see, there are things to understand, things to plan out beforehand. For instance, should you take, let's say, antidote to uncommon poisons, and begin to tweak its recipe here and there. Small differences in potency of ingredients, or even changing ingredients, which can be very, very volatile. How do you plan on testing such a thing? Certainly, drinking it yourself is far too dangerous.
Well, Professor, I was thinking there are some. They do have some common Muggle rats for sale for the owls. That could be a useful test creature.
Well, it seems that we have been doing our thinking fully through. Many students come to me asking about new and interesting recipes, and yet they haven't thought so much far past their own books. I'm glad to see I have somebody who has a little bit of know-how of experimentation.
Of course, I'd never risk using an untested product on on other people.
And he thinks about it. Make a persuasion check. Considering adding advantage. 1, you're a Wiggenweld. 2, you passed my little test without me actually having you roll for it.
23.
All right. He looks at you for a moment. His eyes stern. Oh, why not? I always love to see what can be done. Let's try something out. Something new.
Shall we use something borrowed and something blue, Professor?
I don't think either of us are going to be getting married anytime soon.
I certainly hope not.
Hey, Reds. Red's here. Reds is here. And yeah, you want his help? What do you want his involvement to be?
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely brew something up together, something interesting.
If
Definitely
you
get us
do
up
it
for
with
this
him,
first
then it's going to
experiment.
be a lot more like regulated as the kind of thing that you can try to make. Otherwise, if you want more so not his help, but his like approval to use the ingredients in the ingredient room, and maybe like a room for yourself, then you can experiment to a safe degree to whatever you want.
Oh yeah,
But you don't get his help.
definitely don't want his help then.
Okay.
Can't just be brewing some like blemish blitzer or whatever, and expect to become a millionaire.
All right. Is that what you're going to be using your free period on?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have an idea of what you want to do, or should I come back to you?
I want to create. Let's see, Ricta chocolates. Can't like chocolates that when you eat them you start giggling and laughing uncontrollably.
Okay. When it comes to
That
the
is a cool
chocolate
idea.
part, you'll probably need help from a culinarian. But when it comes to at least creating the baseline like oils that might be able to accomplish this, that's something you can do. Okay?
Sounds good.
Cool. Go
Giving
ahead.
vibes of edibles.
Yeah. Make me a a herbology check first for ingredients.
Herbo. Can't wait for 3rd level. 21.
Okay. And then make me a magical creatures check. Okay. That's also for other ingredients. And now make me a potion making check.
All right, can I use my herbology and potions number?
Mhm.
The add intelligence to your wisdom check.
Yeah. I think so.
Alrighty.
Reds reached 300 followers. That's awesome. I'm not at that yet. I think I'm at like 225 or something. That's awesome,
Oh
man.
my god.
Nice.
Congrats.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Potioneer.
Potioneer.
What the fuck? That's a natural 20
That'll do it.
plus 5 intelligence plus 4 wisdom plus 2 proficiency
Mike, this
for a
is
total of
vile for a
31.
second year.
Vile.
This is vile.
now-
Like, second year, you could get a 31?
So here's what's up, right? So normally making your own potions is not available till like fucking 5th year. So I was like, yeah, sure, we can try to make something. Depending on how I'm gonna put him through a gauntlet, and however many things he fails, that's probably going to impact the amount of symptoms it might have, like side effects. I was gonna cap you at 1 because you're only a 2nd year. And then your failure on a magical creatures check is going to give you 2 side effects. Natural 20, that's going to bring it down to 1 side effect. So I would like you please to roll me 1d600 or 1d100. It is your call.
1d600? Oh
Yeah,
my
let's do
god.
let's do 1d6 hundo.
All right.
Let's go.
294.
294.
Just got the potion blood in me. That's why it was almost page 394.
Yeah, like shit.
It's like cheating. Your family is good at this. It's like cheating.
Oh, actually, yeah, a 10 on the magical creatures.
I've existed in magical world for 1 year, and you've had all this.
You need to like zoom in. Come on, zoom in, please. Zoom in.
I
having
put all
trouble
my
reading
stats
this.
onto the mental stats, and I'm like,
Oh, I'm sure you did.
who needs good con, strength, or dex?
Mine's
It's
very
okay.
good across the board. Because I have like 10, 14, 12, 12, 18, 12.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Your side effect? Your side effect is that it stops the person from being able to speak.
Wait a minute. That's actually.
Oh,
Just
no!
laughing at fantasy.
That just makes
Oh no!
You literally made an edible, Mike.
There is 600 possible outcomes, and you pick one of the most. You roll out of 600 one of the most OP. Gosh.
Amazing.
incredible.
That's incredible, Mike.
So not only does it make somebody laugh their ass off, but they also cannot speak. And even after like the laughing effect has ended, that person will go mute for 24 hours.
Oh shit!
Christ.
Well, that's not wonderful though. If it's a product I want to sell as a prank product,
Yeah.
we might need to fix it.
Offensively, that's something.
You could literally sell these to the
pretty
upper
good prank,
years.
to be honest
You
with
could
you.
literally sell these to the upper years who are fucking
Or if
stressed
you just want
out.
to shut Gemma the fuck up,
True.
you know.
Oh, I could spike her water on the daily.
Does she even
Give it to
like
Taylor,
chocolate?
no one will notice. Not even Taylor will notice.
But Taylor laughing hysterically first would be wonderful.
That
That
it would be like
Perfection.
all right. That is Billy's free period. What an interesting free period that was.
That is so funny.
Okay. Callista, your free period.
Well, Callisto spent some time in, speaking of Taylor, in Iceland with Taylor over the summer. So she probably did
Do you
terrible.
want? Because I don't imagine. What did you roll for that?
I haven't actually done the rolls for this last downtime.
Oh, okay. Why don't you roll it? Why don't you roll it right now for me to see if it
Okay, I'll
actually
roll that
works,
one.
or if it got delayed?
22. Yeah.
Oh,
That'll do
22. Yeah, fuck yeah. Why don't I actually send you? Is this your first success for Taylor? You think?
Well, I had one with her the last time, but that one was
Gotcha. So this is probably a second. Oh, is it 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this would be your proper first. Here. I think you know most of this, but I'll at least send this to you. Here you go.
Ooh.
Okay. Back to it.
Um,
You're talking about Taylor.
Yes. So Callisto's probably not very good at fishing, and it probably showed during the trip. And so she probably asked Taylor to every now and then go down to the lake and give her some tips on fishing. And so that's probably what they do in free time.
All right. So we cut to Callista walking down holding like a tackle box that she brought with her this time, and old fishing rod that's over her shoulder. Taylor is sitting on a like a lawn chair that has been unfolded by the slope that reaches down toward the lake. She's currently laying back. Her rod is like sitting in the water with a bobber, and she has a like straw hat that's low over her eyes, and it looks like she's sleeping.
We're gonna try to attempt a Rictus Emperor while she's laying there.
Roll an advantage. Not an advantage to cast if you have to cast it.
Yeah, attempt. Yeah. Nope, that's a 10.
So you're like, Rictus. Don't even think about it. Her eyes open up and she like flicks the straw hat a little bit higher.
Can't blame me for trying.
You will never hear me laugh.
It's not a challenge.
It's a statement.
We'll see about that.
I already caught something, she says.
Show me. What'd you get?
She's gonna go into like a cooler next to her. A little floop, it opens up. And inside she pulls out a wet North Atlantic salmon.
Is it supposed to still be moving like that?
It's alive, so yeah, I'd hope so. Here, catch. Just gonna throw one at you. Make a dex save.
19.
We're gonna hold on to it as it's moving. Salmon are, of course, very, very strong, so it's just flapping against you.
Yeah.
And you're like, how did Taylor get this thing out of the water?
Exactly. She's like struggling with cooler, please. This feels so slimy.
That's what you get for trying to Rictus Emperor me.
Oh, touche.
And you're able to drop it back down into the cooler. Sit, she says.
Right. So, what kind of grade did your mom give you for bringing a friend back?
Grade?
Yeah, I recall last time you mentioned your mom gave you the assignment of having a friend.
I don't get graded on it. She was really happy to meet you. I think she thinks I'm maybe a little less of a loser.
Why would your mom think you're a loser? What?
No, you're right. My mom loves me. Maybe sometimes I feel like a loser.
I can't imagine. Hang on. Hello. You do all sorts of cool things in class, but do other people call you a loser? Like, what's going on?
She stares into the water for a little bit. She does not answer your question. You're not sure why. Did you bring your rod?
Yeah, I asked my dad to borrow his. It's really old, apparently, so he said, "Be careful with it, Callista."
Take a look. Just gonna take it. Well, the top knot by the hook is done wrong, so I'll have to redo that for you. Pops that off, puts it down, begins to put on the little clip. You always want to use, at least in depth such as this, a little lead piece. I have over here. She pulls one out, and we'll clip it down onto some pliers, as well as. Do you want to do a constant pull, or do you just want to wait and see like how I'm doing with my bobber?
Well, you looked like you were having a nice time laying down, and while we're laying down and waiting for, what's the term for to be caught? A fish to catch? I can show you some of what I do in my free time. She pulls out her Game Boy.
Bobber it is. She's gonna get the bobber out and tie that onto further down. Your hook like hangs low, and Taylor attaches a flobber worm onto the end of it. All right, you remember what I taught you, right? She's gonna take hers and kind of reel it in for a second. It still has the flobber worm on it.
Right, I'm practically a master at this after you showed me.
She releases it and then kind of pulls back, clips it, and sticks it into like a little holster that she set up down here. There. Now, you just sit back and watch. There you go. Make me a survival check for casting.
Survival.
Cast out your line. This will be how far you're able to get it.
18.
Yeah, you go back, forth, and release that line, and it goes far, far, far. A little splunk. With a kerplunk, the flobworm goes down into the water, and the bobber stops it from going any further. It sits on the water's edge. And the two of you guys... oh, wait. Callista, you pull out your Game Boy. You go, yeah, let me show you. You click it on, and the screen like lights up for a minute, and it turns off.
No.
Now, I don't think it ever came up first year, so maybe you had forgotten it at home or something like that. I don't know, but electronics do not work in Hogwarts grounds.
Yeah. Wasn't there a group that tried to make the internet possible in Hogwarts?
There are ways that you can get around it, yes, but it takes work.
I would suggest if you wanted to do that, I don't know, maybe go into the Muggle Studies professor could help.
Sometime.
You have to go to Muggle Studies next year.
Hey, there we go. Then
That's
she'll
too bad.
kind of just like put it back.
You pull out the magazine.
Yep, the magazine, and just kind of like lay back in the chair and just like well, it's nice. It's quiet. I noticed that you
Taylor's going to make a Muggle Studies check to see if she starts to understand more about Pokemon.
do it. Come on.
Do it. You gotta get.
That is a 6.
Well, we all gotta start somewhere.
And make me another survival check to see if you catch anything.
Callista has the 2003 version of Pokemon Go.
14.
Okay. 14? That's pretty good. Why don't you... 1 second. What? No, that's not what I thought I had it. Oh, here. Okay. Not that one. I would like you please to roll me a d10.
D10. It's a 4.
A 4. You feel something pull. Dun, dun, dun. Fish on, Taylor says. And you're like mid talking about it. Fish on. And you're like, no, that is
That's
a
a Magikarp.
Gyarados. It's a Magikarp.
A Gyarados.
Callista, your fish is on.
What?
And the bobber has gone underneath of the water. You quickly get up, grab onto that thing, and begin pulling back. Taylor like coaches you the entire time. Reel, stop, pull, reel, and you work together, and you end up catching within this little thing a oh, there it is, right there. You were able to catch a. It is a red sturgeon, which is a magical kind of sturgeon that specifically moves into locks such as this. It has this kind of like a long bill to it, and Taylor says, "Oh, it's just a baby. Yeah, if you actually fought a real sturgeon, I'm pretty sure it would pull you into the water with it." You can see it like flip violently, and down its side there is a stripe that like glows for a minute.
She kind of, well, it's still in her hands, just looks over to Taylor and it's like, so, do fishermen, like, do you always have to take the fish, or can you, like, ever put it back? Like, is that something you're not supposed to do?
Nature is a dark and cruel place. I'd keep it.
Well, just because nature's dark and cruel doesn't mean you have to be. You kind of put the bag in the water.
Oh, it probably would have tasted really good. All right. As for Taylor, I'm going to roll a D100. She got a 13. She pulls out of the water something that you don't quite expect, something that has attacked her bobber, but she pulls back so fast that the hook kind of jams into it, and she catches a giant dragonfly. I'm talking about this fish.
What the fuck?
It was grazing over top of the water and thought the bobber was a meal. That's 2 of yours fishing expedition.
Yeah.
Raven.
Yes.
What are you doing for your free food?
Well, I guess she would be exploring the castle as she is still not too familiar with it.
Absolutely.
So I'm just gonna roll an investigation check.
Sure.
Where is it? There he is. Oh, well, an 8.
Wonderful. You're searched around the castle for a little while, and you are walking around the dungeons. It's kind of dark down here, but the lantern light allows you to see where you're going. It's like a deep labyrinth, constantly shifting and changing anywhere you go. And you notice a little bit forward in the hallway right now, Mr. Nolan Anderson is standing, seemingly staring down the hallway, which you know is impossible. And he's just holding onto his bag over top of his shoulder, and his stave is on his side. He seemingly is like lost in thought.
She's a bit confused on why he's literally in this dark hallway, staring off into space, knowing he is blind. She goes up to him and she's like, "Nolan?"
Oh my gosh, you scared the crap out of me.
I'm sorry. I was just wondering why you were down here.
No, sorry. Her
I'm
footsteps
sorry.
are like clouds.
I mean,
Um,
I do have a Fey ancestry, so I guess it makes sense.
wait, really?
Yeah.
That's that's kind of cool. You never told me that.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry. It's kind of slipped my mind, but I have elongated ears. My hair changes color. All the fun stuff.
Oh, he'll put his hand out, um, and
She.
like gently kind of taps the side of your head and does like find that little point.
Yeah. See.
Sorry, sorry if I seemed out of it. Did you hear that a moment ago?
Hear what?
There was you know what? I think maybe sleep deprivation is getting to me,
Well,
and
it's okay. Tell me. Maybe I can help you out.
it sounded like someone was singing, like a
Singing?
choir. But I don't think they have choir practice at this time, especially not in the dungeons. It's
Definitely not.
I think this castle is haunted.
I wouldn't be surprised with the amount of ghosts that are walking around here.
There's been ghosts around the entire time.
Yeah, there's multiple. They're pretty friendly though.
No one told me. Yeah, another thing that Nolan is would not never be aware of is ghosts around the castle.
Yeah, there's multiple ghosts. They're mainly really friendly though. There's a fair share of them not being the nicest, but most of them are friendly.
Are you sure you're not a ghost? How quiet you are?
Hmm, I don't know. Touch me, just to see.
He's going to poke you on your shoulder. No, definitely corporeal.
Yep,
Hey,
definitely.
can you help me get up to the library? I've been meaning to go, but I kind of got lost a little bit.
Oh, I could tell. What do you think I came over to you? I was a bit worried you were gonna get lost in this labyrinth of a dungeon.
I'm trying to kind of map it in my head, actually. I've been taking regular walks around to make sure that nothing gets the better of me, and I always know where I am, but this castle is pretty big. It's going to take me probably until next year.
Yeah, it is pretty big. I'm still trying to get adjusted to my new surroundings too. But
If we may, you put a hand out for your elbow.
yeah, she holds out her elbow to him.
He'll take it, and you're able to lead him upstairs into the Oxford building.
But she
That
also
is,
says
with an 8, that is your exploration. You said you want to say something?
she also says if you do end up hearing that choir singing again, maybe I can help you lead you to it, maybe.
Like I said, I think I just need to get better sleep.
But if you end up hearing it again, maybe I can help. I'll be your eyes for you.
He says.
And she takes him to the library.
Morgan, Jess, are you here?
Hello. I'm here.
You have your free period.
I do indeed. Hey, did I use something?
Can you use something?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me what that would be, or do you want to message it to me?
I'll message it.
Okay.
It is the feature for my background. In
Oh,
the
your
interest of full
background.
disclosure. I also did start typing a message to you that was completely something separate, so I just kept that and then added to it.
Okay. Okay. Trying to think of how
I'll just
to.
add to this.
I'm just trying to think of how to flavor this, or where we should
No.
start with something like this. You have an idea? A prompt for me to work off?
Mhm.
Just being patient.
Yeah, I'm typing.
I've posted funny haha in discussion chat.
The inspo.
Inspo?
Inspo?
Okay. Morgan, I would like you please to make me a divinations plus wisdom check.
Yeehaw. Every fails me on this. Screaming. And no one will be able to stop me. Okay. Shit.
I am waiting so patiently.
21.
Okay. Morgan's going about her day. You decide to take a little leave and go up to the astronomy tower for the first little bit here. You step up the 7 flights. You know that most people don't have the grit like you do to really take that flight very often, and so you know that when you get up there, you're going to be nice and alone. You get up to the very, very top right now, and things are quiet up here. Professor Sinistra, however, is here. She currently is working in the enchanted ceiling, moving things around as stars begin to form from above. There are railings that have lookouts through open archways that stare off into the many grounds of Hogwarts, left and right. Professor Sinistra turns around. Miss Kettle, back, are we?
Hello, Professor.
Is there anything I can help you with, or just here for a little bit of perusal?
I suppose I came because I needed to be here.
I understand. I understand. I was just looking over here for the at the constellation Virgo. It's one of its lights is currently flickering in the ether. I'm wondering why. Hopefully, I might be able to get a better look. Feel free to take your time around here, whatever you'd like. You place your stuff down and calmly find a place to kind of be yourself, be with yourself. And you stare off into the school. You sit down to meditate. You're thinking deeply, wondering about what will soon happen. You've been feeling an odd tenseness in your chest, which your mother has always told you to listen to. She's taught you to listen to a lot of different things about the world and the way that it moves. You stare up toward the enchanted ceiling here. And can I get 1 second, please?
Yeah.
Can you get a single fucking second?
Hold on. Give me a second.
Moment. One
Hold
second.
on.
One
Hold a
second.
second. Give me a
One
second.
second.
Hold on. I got
Give me
it.
a second.
Just a moment.
Give me a second.
What the
It's
fuck
my
is
favorite thing to
divination?
do to people.
No, that's the wrong one. Is there one later? Doesn't look like it. I don't know. I don't see divinations over here. Oh, there it is. No, it's not that one. So it must be in my other notes. It's the one downfall of having notes separated. Divinations. Yep, there it is. You look up into what Miss Sinistra is currently looking at, and you see a star in the southwest flickering. You watch as she kind of rolls forward the clock, and a meteor shower moves across it, which makes the star become almost imperceptible because of the light pollution. And you begin to hear a voice echoed toward you. Make me a perception check, please.
Okay. Perception. It's the same as any other stat that I have. That's wisdom. Nope. 16.
You can hear voices, not one, not two, but a choir speaking through the air, almost like a melody. They speak together as one. You feel it resonate within your chest, within your soul. You look up at that star, and to you, it means something else entirely. You see something grand, something special, something cosmically unique. And you see it as Sinistra pulls it back and pulls it forward, trying to decipher. The meteor shower moving over it kind of breaks up into little pieces in the atmosphere. The death of the unique. Something unique will soon perish. Will soon be no more. In the passage of its power will return to its source. Just at this moment, at this height of realization, of this intuitive feeling and investigation, the noise is at its loudest, and you haven't really fully recognized that that noise was even there until right then, in that moment. And when you finally are like, what the fuck? You turn to try to figure out where this noise is coming from, and it is gone. You all right, Caro? Sinister seemingly notices your odd facial expressions.
Morgan has her brows like drawn together, and she shuffles for her pack, and pulls out her cards, and like, this is me actually fucking giving them a shuffle here. So ignore me.
If you want, you can make a divinations plus wisdom check. If you roll high enough, I will give you the actual card for which this would be happening.
Sure. I do have my own set of cards, but let's fucking go. Do I have inspo? I don't. Fuck.
What'd you get?
I got 12.
Okay, you can pull your own card, like you were going to.
Okay.
What'd you pull?
So Morgan is one of the characters that I have my special like Oracle deck for.
Mm-hmm.
She actually pulled the wand, or the wood that her staff is made out of, blackthorn.
Oh,
I'll actually put it in discussion what this looks like.
Sure. Loved her.
I love divinations.
So this deck is pretty unique
Ooh.
because it has 2 books, one for Dusk and Dawn. Dawn is the more traditional one,
Very
where
pretty.
it tells you what is. It's more like a physical thing. It has to do with your goals and stuff, and Dusk has to do with like your person and like self care and stuff like that.
This is crazy pretty, that card.
It is so
That is.
pretty.
And it just so happens that the description is as follows. You know where you're going, you've got a plan in place, and everything feels like it's on course. But with the appearance of Blackthorn comes icy hailstorms, closely linked to Keliak, goddess of winter.
No
Black-
fucking way!
I'm not kidding. The Blackthorn is a tree of strife that has a different idea of what's best for you. An unexpected change is coming your way, ready to interrupt even your best laid plans. Stay on your feet and be ready to react quickly. One wrong step will see you swept away. But if you're
Nope.
canny and heed this warning, you may still come out on top.
Oh my god.
I cannot believe that!
Jess! Oh
I
my
am a
god.
diviner in real life. It helps with this.
I'm so happy you joined just this game overall because oh my god. Because the shit you pull is insane, Jess.
That is insane.
And insanely accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Gain
see.
inspiration. Gain inspiration. Just like Mike was heckling me on the chat, I see. Spo!
I don't know. I was just making a joke.
Uh,
I think I have nothing to complain about personally. So
I think also. Oh, Billy already has inspiration. I would suggest that you gave Billy inspiration for rolling that net 20 and somehow creating like the perfect prank.
well, the problem is I actually need to do another downtime to dilute it. It's a great offensive weapon right now, but I don't think anyone wants to go mute for a day.
Well, it's more than just a loot. You have to rework it to see if you can either change it or get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, Morgan pulls the card. She bites her lip and then gets up.
You can feel the gravity of this card, like a great drum, boom, 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 beating. Very soon, something large is going to unfold. You can feel it cosmically. You get up.
Thank you, Professor. It's time for me to go.
So soon? I found out my little worry here. It was flickering just because of the meteor shower. Amazing, eh?
We stand upon a precipice. Things are about to change. And then she turns and walks away.
so cryptic.
Right. Sinister's weirded out. What are you up to? I need to talk to Sybil about helping out the younger kids. Funny thing is, Trelawney and Sinistra are actually friends.
I'm glad that she has friends. She needs the stability of friendship.
It's her one friend, yeah. And I can't. Well, let's just say that Sinistra goes into a little side room and is suddenly gone from the astronomy tower. There's a little. There's so many secrets in Hogwarts. Okay. Meredith, I think you're last, right?
My thing with Gemma was not.
Oh, wait. You had your thing with. Yeah. I still. So we had our role play. If there's anything that you want to do, like like mechanically, like, oh, I want to practice some spells. I want to research a topic. I want to work on a potion.
Since I want to do Quidditch stuff, could I practice flying?
I'll allow it. Make me an acrobatics check.
All right. 21.
Consider that one success towards broom proficiency. Do you already have it?
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, so that's going to be one success toward broom proficiency. You need a total of 3 to become proficient in brooms. Okay. Proficiency in broom 6 allows you to add your proficiency bonus to your AC while you're flying.
Okay.
Okay. That is it for our free period. The end of day comes to all. History of magic class. First thing the next morning.
Do we want to quickly take our 10-minute? Because it's
That's completely true. I was going to do that, and then I forgot about it completely. Thank you, Jess. We'll come back for History of Magic chat. History of Magic class in 10 minutes.
Bio break and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, 10 minutes.
Okay.
See you.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for that tabletop role player in your life? For that podcaster? For that little sister that keeps going on and on about shiny math rocks? Well, look no further. OBP Musical has you covered. Original theme music for your characters, worlds, podcasts, and more. Has your bard written lyrics about a party member's tragic demise? Let us compose to them. Or better yet, let us write those lyrics for you. But the goodness, no, greatness, doesn't stop there. How would you like a cast member of Les Miserables, Disney, or Come From Away to sing your pieces? Oh, you bet you would. Fully orchestrated cinematic pieces. Pieces like this. Who'd rise to meet the call, who'd fiercely face the danger, be a hero to them all. For the hordes of people we have 8 vocalists, 7 composers, 2 lyricists, and an admin team ready to take your request. For as low as $60 US, you can get your own musical theme. OBP Musical, making fantasy a reality.
Hello.
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 Now is the time for the intermission where we all realize we have been surprisingly unmuted.
Oh no.
I didn't realize the timer was done.
Yeah.
It does go a lot quicker than you think.
Yeah, I was like, wait, it's the 10 minutes over now?
I'm gonna be so good at Quidditch, you guys.
Quidditch champ. Let's go.
Let's go.
I put expertise in acrobatics for a reason, okay?
What type of Quidditch player is Meredith gonna be?
I should be a seeker, probably, if I can do that.
Ooh. All right.
Ooh, Seekers are always so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm joining
Yeah.
another game, and that one's, if I do Quidditch, would be a beater. So that would be interesting.
Have good perception, have good sleight of hand. That is the only advice I will give to you.
Yeah.
For which one?
For Seeker.
Yeah. I was gonna take observance at 4
Yeah.
because it's already at 16 passive.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Or
nice.
it's gonna be at
That's
21.
nice, yeah.
All right, we are back. Everybody? We immediately jump back into History of Magic class. Professor Binns is giving his lecture. In the cold months around September of 1289, the first International Warlock Convention took place on the beaches of Regulum, Sicily, to discuss the political climate of the Muggles. The obliviation of King Edward I came as an act of political sabotage to the Sardinian sorcerers in attendance who wore red robes in defiance of the writ of acceptable attire of 1123. This will be on the test. In 1243 we see... And he continues on like that for a little while. Everyone please make me a con save.
This year, can I glue my eyes to my...
You sure can. If you have Apoxamize locked in, you're able to get little pieces of paper, glue them on your eyelids, and
Let's go.
look like an idiot.
No,
Billy
that's
has
what I was
no
gonna
trouble
do.
looking like an idiot.
I'm gonna do that
If
too.
that's what it takes. We go.
Concept.
Gives us advantage on the con save, right?
Yep.
Yeah, always.
I forgot what my con is.
Oh damn.
Oh, that's a flat roll.
Nice, Jen. That's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, now it's 20.
Would have been a
Nice.
1 if I hadn't
Oh.
glued my eyeballs. It would have
I'm
been a 1.
awake. I am awake out of spite because I fucking hate this class.
Fell asleep. I gotta get old 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was awake the first time though.
All right, so let's go down the way here. Shen, you got a 10, right?
Yep.
Okay. Meredith.
6.
Mm-hmm. Morgan.
That's a nat 20.
Callista.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Billy.
17.
Nice. So, Morgan, Callista, and Billy, you guys are all able to stay awake. Morgan, actually, this is a little bit more interesting. You didn't know that geopolitics were so vast. Meanwhile, Meredith, you have fallen asleep after the first paragraph or so. Shin, you put extra work into it. You tape the eyelids up and whatnot, and try to stay awake. Try to stay focused. You can see Rin nearby, completely out, down for the count. Okay, no, you're gonna do it. No, okay, stay awake. Your eyes are forced open right now. You're like, you know what? My neck is hurting me a little bit, so I'm just gonna do this.
Whoever's looking at her is gonna be so scared.
You fall asleep with your eyes taped open.
Wilfred looking over at her.
The eyes have rolled back into the skull, but they're open, and so it's just white eyes. And yeah, I'll roll for Wilfred, because Wilfred actually stayed awake this time.
Well, you see,
And-
I feel like here's the thing about Wilfred. I know he's a willpower caster, so inevitably he's gonna have good con.
Mhm.
So that means he's been sleeping in class entirely of his own volition, and not just because he's falling asleep.
It
For
tracks.
the most part, yes. Wilfred wakes up a little bit. I'm in class. Oh, it's not over yet. It scares the shit out of him. You all hear a girl screech. All right. That is your class, and you learn about the first International Warlock Convention, where the Sardinian sorcerers and attendants wore red robes in defiance of the writ of acceptable attire.
Did I though?
Well, Meredith and Shen don't.
It's okay. I don't even need this class for what I want to do.
I don't even need this class, okay? Next is Potions class. Everybody is going to be able to pick a potion that they would like to make from the potions list. Of course, the second-year potion list is now available to you. Once you have your potion that you want, you let me know.
I have a quick question for you, Alex.
No.
I saw that the potion list was posted last session. Did we have another potions class in first year?
We did. Yeah, there's 2 every year. So if you want to pick one from the first year list to make, then we can go ahead and do that if you weren't here.
Yes. I'll do one of each probably.
I have mine.
Okay. Okay.
I want to do a Doxyside.
All right. So Doxyside is a little poison. I'll pull it up for you. Go ahead and make me a potion making check.
Potion making check. Okay, potions. That's pretty good. 17 total.
Great. And that is a regular Doxyside. Delivered as a mist via a spray bottle, this mild poison is a household staple to deal with pests. A creature that inhales this poison must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or take 1d4 poison damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. The kicker, though, is that if the victim of this poison is a tiny beast, it is paralyzed for 1 hour on a failed save. This is especially useful if you ever get attacked by a swarm of things. And there is actually a little image that I'll throw in rolling. That's what it looks like.
Oh. It's a little thing you squeeze.
Yeah. Little okay. Good job. With your 17, that shall be an E. For Meredith. It's better than last year.
It is better than last year. You are correct.
Who would like to go next?
I can go.
All right, Raven.
I'm gonna try to make an antidote to common poisons for something.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Potion making. 12?
12, okay. With a 12, then that's going to be a regular antidote to common poisons. When you drink this potion, simple poisons in your system are neutralized, and you gain advantage on saving throws against poison for the next hour. If you took poison damage in the previous minute, you regain half your hit points lost to poison damage up to a maximum of 15 hit points. It is also the antidote to the Baneberry poison, Doxycide, Rotting Gas, and the Moonseed poison. With a 12, that will be an A, much better than last year. Callista, what about you?
Let's
Do you know
try
what you
for
want?
Dreamless Sleep. Yeah.
Dreamless Sleep, okay.
19.
Are you proficient?
Yes.
That is an exceptional Dreamless Sleep potion.
Awesome.
Let me pull that up for you. So this is useful. When you drink this potion, you immediately fall asleep and gain the benefits of a long rest after 1 hour of uninterrupted sleep. However, your sleep is far deeper than usual, and someone using their action to shake you or taking damage is the only way for you to wake before the hour has passed.
Very cool. Love it.
Good way to get spell slots back if you ever need to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. With a 19, there's an E for Callista. Billy?
For my first year, since I'm potions, I actually do have access to 3 common potion recipes.
Sure.
So I'm going to skip out on what I was going to do from the list, and instead go with Heartbreak Teardrops.
Ooh, fun.
Which I have a 17.
This is 15. Because of the Ravenclaw
Ravenclaw
feature.
Yeah, I need to bake that into.
When a being drinks this potion, they are overcome with fear of being rejected by the object of their desire for 1 hour. This is a regular one. If no relationship or attraction already exists, a new one will be magically created. The being is susceptible to the next suggested course of action to try to avoid rejection. The suggestion does not need to logically prevent rejection, but it must be reasonable and not be obviously harmful. It pursues the course of action you describe to the best of its ability until the course of action is complete or until the potion's effect wears off.
Yep. And that one's for the last year. For this year, we're going to go with Dreamless Sleep Potion, which I've also gotten a 17.
17. Another regular of that. So instead of it being 1 hour, because they got an exceptional, yours is regular, so it's 4 hours of uninterrupted sleep.
Yep.
Okay. That means with your 17, then you will be given an E for potions this year.
I've disappointed Professor so much.
Very much.
Actually, you know what? No. I can't afford to do that. Inspo.
Do it.
Yeah.
And that is an exceptional. That is an O. And so it's 1 hour, not 4.
Bro got a 20 from a 9.
A superior dreamless sleep is 10 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's on nat 20 or 30, whichever comes first. Morgan.
Hi. I am gonna do a Dreamless Sleep. Potions was wisdom. Not proficient. 19.
Ooh.
Uh, 19, sorry. Yeah, that's what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Please, are you proficient?
No, I'm not proficient.
Okay. I got distracted. Can you tell me exactly what potion you were doing again?
Dreamless Sleep Potion.
Okay, so
For 19.
that will be a regular dreamless sleep potion for you. So that's another 4 hours. And your grade increases to an E from last year.
Yippee!
Professor Slughorn's very happy with people's proficiency this year. Seemed we learned our lessons now, didn't we? And Morrigan, you feel like a weird buzz in the air, and then there is a shattering noise nearby. Oh, shoot! And there is everyone turns toward the back of class where Nolan was working on his potion, and a large vial of salamander blood shattered, leaving red all over him. Ooh, that is not good. Salamander blood is very difficult to get out of clothing. Nolan, why don't you go clean yourself up?
Oh, Nolan, are you okay?
No.
Oh, come on.
This is gross.
I'll help you. I'll help.
And you're able to take him to the bathroom to go get cleaned up a little bit.
Also, Alex, I sent you something.
I did. I was that was what was distracting me. So I just want to say something to you if people would be patient.
Okay.
Can I spike something of Shen's with my oil of uncontrollable giggling?
I'll come back to you in just a second. All right. Okay, so Mike, sorry, you said you want to spike someone's.
I want to spike something of Shen's with my oil of uncontrollable giggling.
So as it is right now, the only thing that she would have on her is her potion. Which, who knows what would happen if you mix 2 potions together.
You don't want that with what's coming on.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the chocolate in her pocket or something. I don't know. So
I need someone to help me with the chocolate.
You could wait until dinner. And yeah, you would need like Macy's help or another culinarian. I don't think we have a culinarian in this game.
No, we don't.
Yeah, so sure. Macy is a culinarian. That would be the closest.
All right, I will have to seek out Macy.
Okay. The end of potions class comes abruptly. The bell rings. Bong, 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 bong. Good work today. Please don't forget to finish your essay on the uses of flobberworm mucus by Monday. Thank you. Class is dismissed. And people take their leave. It is the end of day. And a new day dawns. Our next class is Transfiguration class. In the morning. Professor Dildro is up at the front. He is teaching. Last year we covered change within Transfiguration. Most of you seem to be able to Most of you seem to be able to make simple changes to inanimate objects, but this year we'll be researching the art of conjuration. Now, transfiguration and conjuration are paramount to most spell work you'll be practicing over the coming years. Can anyone tell me one more technical type of transfigurations that we'll be learning in this class?
Hand.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to roll a die between the two of you. That was instantaneous. That's Mike.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Mystery of magic.
You can't out nerd.
Give you an advantage.
No. It's a versus roll, so we can't use advantages.
Okay.
I just want to be teacher's pet for this class.
History magic?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Avery is with you, truly. Damn, okay, I'm just
The
gonna
power of
preemptively.
Avray giveth and Avray taketh away.
Literally, the power of Brooke is going through all of us.
No, Brooke. I don't want Brooke's power because Brooke rolls nat ones.
Oh, true. That's
in
true.
like at a consistent rate. Granted, it's only with the funniest things, but like it's a consistent rate. And then she rolls nat 20s when she really wants something.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I actually knew this answer.
Oh, cool. Well, it's kind of, crazy that you're the one who gets this one.
Oh,
yeah.
So,
oops.
So, anyway, he says,
Anyway,
Transfiguration and Conjuration are paramount to most spell work we've been practicing over the coming years. Can anyone tell me one more type we'll be learning in this class? He looks around, hands go up, 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 and Morgan's go straight up. He, smiles for a moment, not really thinking. Caro.
Transmogrification, Professor.
Indeed. 10 points to Slytherin. Oh, come on! It's so obvious now, Sadie says, because he was Slytherin.
Professor.
Oh, no, not Slytherin. Fuck. That's my bad, completely.
10 points to Ravenclaw.
10 points to Ravenclaw. Transmogrification is the... He stops for a moment. He kind of licks his lips like they're dry. Transmogrification is the act of change within living organisms. Last year, Transfigurations taught us the law of equivalent exchange. Anyone remember it?
Hand.
Shen gets a D4. Oh yeah, he's not going to call on you again.
Respectfully, I'm backing out of this one.
Oh, that was close.
Meredith's worst, so she's just not going to talk.
And for those of you who are not, we will learn as to why Dildra was acting so weird toward that answer given by that person far in the future. So just put that into your minds for later. Okay. Oh, you were so close, Shen. You were so close to being Billy. Yeah. How about let's go with Mr. Wiggenweld.
Oh, in order to perform a Wait.
So I'll say the question again. Last year, Transfiguration taught us the law of equivalent exchange. Anyone remember it? Let's go with Mr. Wiggenweld. Do you recall?
I think I know it, but I'm not sure I know it.
It's kind of in the title. Equivalent exchange.
I believe, out of character, I believe that it's that you can't change something into something more valuable or significantly change the weight of something or whatnot.
That is correct. Well, when it comes to conjuration, we play by very different rules. Conjuration may conjure please write this down, any existing inanimate object, provided you have a clear understanding of that object's position on this earth. Now, while there are limitations to this is called the law of relational dynamics. The first exemption to the law of relational dynamics can be found on page 16. So please, read quietly for the first half of class, and when my little bell rings, you may put these laws into practice. Okay.
So please read quietly until
you don't need to write that one. It's fine. 5 points to Ravenclaw. And Ravenclaw is in the lead with 30 points.
Damn.
We dominate.
Shaw.
Caw-caw.
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 I mean, that is 10 points every hour.
Yeah.
Of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typical.
Okay. Everyone is going to be able to pick 2 transfiguration spells to attempt.
I got mine.
I'll sure try. I got him.
Yeah, I got mine.
All right, Shen.
I'm gonna attempt at Nebulous.
Second level, is it not?
No, it's first.
Okay.
It's a first. Yeah. A nat 20.
Fuck yeah, Hufflepuff! Literally, Shen carrying Hufflepuff on the back. They're in
Third.
second place.
Third nat 20 Raven has gotten this game.
Wild, man.
Disgusting.
Shen, on your first try, you cast out Nebulous, and a billowing cloud of dense fog begins to push out of the tip of your wand and suffuses throughout the entire classroom. Professor Deldero says, "Very good, Miss Shen. 5 points to Hufflepuff. Now,
Yay!
I am trying to grade the 6th year's paper, so if you could please..."
Oh, okay.
He's like trying to get the fog
spell.
away.
The spell.
It'll go away.
Sorry.
All good, thank you.
Then I'm gonna try Obscurus.
Sure. You mean Obscuro?
Obscuro, yep.
Obscurus is a very different thing.
I know. I got a 12.
Okay,
But-
that's a success.
Yeah.
That's success. Is there a specific person who you're conjuring a blindfold on, or are you just conjuring it on your desk?
Logan.
Logan, completely minding his own business. Shen, just like with a little sneaky grin. Obscuro. I think you're good at transmig, huh? And a black blindfold appears over his head, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Before he's able to fully complete his sentence, it cinches around his eyes, and it ties itself behind his head as tightly as it possibly can. He's trying to pull it off of his face right now on the other side of class. Mr. Peel, please, can we not make a kerfuffle for literally one class?
Good job.
It wasn't me! Billy.
We
Billy goes in for the fist bump.
We stand against the man who hates women.
Yes,
That's
we
such a-
do. Who are we standing against again?
Logan.
Oh, him.
Because he ruined Morgan's drawing, remember?
He must die.
Cannot
Yeah.
go unrestituted.
A social death.
Everyone saw him get the shit beaten out of him, so Shen will.
That was
bully
good,
him
Jess.
too.
Much appreciation. Cannot go unrestituted. Alright, that's Obscuro and Nebulous. You got that nat 20, so that's gonna bring you up to the...
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Okay, that's Shen. Who's ready?
I am. I can go.
Hey, Meredith, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna do Incendio.
Glacia?
Glacia, yeah.
Incendio Glacia. Glacia doesn't...
Scour Giffy me.
Yep, good on that one.
Take my
Okay, so I'm
advantage.
gonna roll again.
So
That's very nice of Raven.
yes,
Thank you.
just got to get them out of kerfuffles.
Also, Raven has all... Because it's a new day, I believe.
Yeah.
You have all
I
of
have-
your d4s.
Oh,
Oh my god!
I think the dice gods are telling us something here. You had a T last Transfiguration year.
I know
It's
that,
a-
like, can I give my subscribers advantage? I
You
haven't used them
can.
all week. Go ahead, Kat.
I only don't
my
allow them
D4.
stacking during important combat
Okay.
encounters.
if you roll another one, though, you might set the whole
I know,
on
right?
fire.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right here.
If you get a third one, I can't. I'm still a failure.
Take my D4.
D4.
Woo!
How do I do that? It's
I just-
point
Exclamation point R space 1d4.
plus 7. I'll do that.
I see you're using the bot now.
9.
No, not plus
That's
7.
not plus 7.
It would be a 9.
It's a 2.
No.
They took the
No,
7
no,
and
no,
the
no.
two.
The 7
It
was
would
my
become a
roll.
9. It would still be a failure with a 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Okay.
God.
It's so sad.
Aw.
Roll me a D100, please.
Yep, because it's still broken.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry.
So that one I would have said 2d100. 38.
I have a -2 in this. Like, I'm not good at it.
Well, you have it in mind.
Aster and target are flung 10 feet in opposite directions. So you and your wand, Incendio Glacia. And the camera, like, cuts to a wide shot of just Meredith and her wand. Meredith goes flying over desks, over top of people's work. Textbooks go flying into the air. She hits the back wall.
My artwork.
I'm okay.
Oh, Meredith! Shed would help her up.
Stand up and try to brush herself off and like gingerly walk back over to pick up her wand because she still has to do another spell. That was the
She's
first one.
limping back over.
You're like, no.
No, I can't. I gotta try. Okay.
Professor Dildro has your wand. He's picked it up from the ground. Hands it back to you.
Thank you, Professor.
There's just an imprint of Meredith on the chalkboard.
Dildro standing nearby. He says, just one moment, please. He grabs a muggle fire extinguisher from underneath of his desk.
Okay.
Oh, God.
What?
That's fair. All right, let's do Obscuro and see if it doesn't just do it to me.
Aim it at Logan, too.
No.
All right, I'll try. I won't. I don't have any problem with Logan.
He hates women. We don't stand
I'll
with him.
just find like a dummy or something.
There's no dummies in this class.
Oh, literally.
Clear.
It's either your
Yeah.
desk or someone.
It would be your desk
be
if
my
it's not
desk,
somebody. All right.
All right.
I want to make it clear
Uh,
for Kat, just in case that these aren't coming off as jokes. Logan doesn't hate women.
I
He's
know.
not a woman hater.
He's
I
just
know.
a bully.
He's a bit misogynistic, but he's a child. Really, I gotta remember he's a
Right.
child.
Grow up with it, and there's a reason, but it's
16. I did that one good.
So you're like,
Okay.
get out, and like Dildro like and then black fold appears. Oh, wonderful. Cocks that thing back. Let's get back underneath.
Okay.
It'd only be better if the blindfold appeared on Dildro.
He would not be happy.
Oh, good job.
Meredith's just gonna like go slink into the corner now and like rub her hip that she busted against the wall.
Especially still with that imprint on the chalkboard of her.
Yeah, just the chalky imprint. It actually gets like the chalky outline of her face, like when you press a face against glass, and it leaves the oil mark. It's like that, but with chalk.
Oh
When
God!
When she hit the chalkboard, it like puffed out like all of the chalk. When you like band two chalk erasers together, it was just poof.
I can see Meredith absolutely being covered in the chalk dust.
Mhm.
She's just in the corner now. She's gonna be sad.
I'm pretty sure you sit at the front.
Oh yeah, she does sit in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
cool.
Just like last year.
Because of last year. So she's just sitting in the middle, just like, I'm sorry.
you have to imagine how bad the desk getting set on fire thing is, that getting a muggle fire extinguisher is somehow a more viable option than just waving it away with magic.
Perio does have like a size limit to it, so
I just remembered the whole death situation in Mr. Bin's class on Wednesday night.
you lit the history of magic class on fire.
No, Hati lit the history of magic class
Hati
on fire.
did that.
Yeah, I was saying
didn't
you as in the party.
It's
No,
funny
this is fine.
though.
What's he gonna use a desk for? He's a ghost.
No, literally, he didn't even notice. He did, but then he just continued.
It's fine. We're fine.
We're fine.
Second. Yeah, I'm gonna also...
Thank you for saving me from my natural ones in a row.
Of course, we're here for each other.
Well, that is... Or else it would have been 2d100.
God.
Oh no, that would have been bad.
Great. Morgan.
You got this,
Okay.
Jess.
Okay. 2 spells, right?
I can move on to someone else if you don't have them
No.
ready.
It's alright. I have
It
them.
is 2
but
spells.
It is 2 spells. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing one.
Do you like the GIF I sent you?
Yeah. That little bit ago when Alex was just like, 1 second, he sent an exploding cat gif in my hidden. Just wanted to let everyone know in the interest of full
Do
disclosure.
you know why I sent that one, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Alright, Obscura. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
What is the rolls today?
Any
No!
nat 20s
Everyone
is
has
there.
rolled nat 20 but me, and I rolled 2 nat
This
20s.
is
I am going up to the top of today to find how many nat 20s we have actually
It's gotta
rolled
be
in
like
total.
7.
It's
Between
something. It's getting up there. It's like 6 or something. Okay, there's today. All right. So all I gotta really look for is the golden bands
Or the
or the bolds.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Close, but no. 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th.
Jesus.
That's
It's the 8th nat
disgusting.
20.
Crazy Sash.
It's
It's
crazy.
just crazy, even though it's
I'm
normal.
so
Let's see if we
jealous
get
of
up to
you.
10. Let's get it.
I'm not going to, but this is nebulous. Yeah, it's 12.
Right. Well, that still works for Nebulous. You get an O overall with that. What was the first one that you were doing?
That was Obscurio. Obscuro?
Obscuro.
There it is.
Yeah. Professor Dildro sits down nicely at the front, and you cast out Obscuro, and it will cinch around his eyes. Miss Morgan. Good one work. He's going to try to untie it.
Not that you can see, Professor, but I do have a staff. And she dispels it.
Thank you for reminding me. It's conjuration, so you can't
Oh,
dispel
I
it
can't
like
dispel
that.
it. That's right.
So he's going to Defindo, just cut it off of his head. A few people have been able to properly do that to me. Not saying that I should become a target. He looks around the room. Wilfred,
Shen putting down her wand.
Shen puts down her wand. Obscuro! Shen, do you want to move with Wilfred and attack Gilbero? I'm rolling to cast on my end. That's a failure. I'm going to roll a D100.
Let me roll mine.
That's a 10 on the 100.
What's the fireball one?
An 11.
Oh, Shed gets it.
Nice. I'll have him do a dex save. Natural 20. Hey,
that's
I told you.
there it is. There it is. There's the other nat 20.
That's the 9th one. So you cast out Obscuro at him, and he grabs the black blindfold as it's conjured in the air, and it like flaps the side of his head and throws it down to the ground. Meanwhile, Wilfred's just kind of fizzled. Oh, come. Wilfred, halfway through his sentence, belches out a large plume of flame. Which immediately grabs the fucking fire extinguisher. Enough! He yells at the kids.
Be a teacher.
That is so funny.
He should not be a teacher.
Inspiration to Raven.
Thank you.
That is too funny. I'm not giving you like detention or anything. That's great. So it's because
Wizard should get detention.
10 was yeah. Caster breathes 30-foot fire cone next time they speak. That is the effect.
Oh, that's
Oh, it
So
smells,
fucking funny.
Wilfred.
Just the onions.
Ew. Who likes onions?
Onions are good. Billy's
No, they're
turn.
not.
Come on, come on, Professor D. Back me up. Onions are great. You add them to the. I'm not backing you up on anything. Not after that.
you know what you did.
You know what you did.
Billy?
Yes, I'm going to begin by trying to lock in Veraverto.
Veraverto, as McGonagall says in the movie. Veraverto.
No Paverto.
Mike,
Nope.
would you like my subscriber?
Oh,
I would love another attempt.
Yes. Go ahead.
Thank you.
how nice.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. There you
There
go.
you go.
Nice. All right. That's a successful Veraverto. What do you change your textbook into?
I changed it to look like a box of candies. Without the candies, just like a box.
Of course. Like the kind of things that your grandma would keep like knitting supplies in. One of those like old tins.
Oh my god, stop!
Yeah.
Those are the butter cookie tins, the Danish butter
Yeah.
cookies. And those
Probably-
are fun.
Probably
I fucking
more like
love
a
Danish
non,
butter cookies.
probably like a non-copyrighted skiving snack box design.
We are not sponsored.
Nice. Well, that's Weezus. Scribing Snapbox, unless you were talking about the
No, that's
Danish
the one.
cookies.
No.
That is a success. Very good. Let's get your second one.
Second one is going to be Nebulous.
Nebulous.
Oh.
Take
7 on the
my
finger.
advantage.
Oh my.
Man, everyone's helping out each other today. So nice.
Oh,
Take a D4.
Take my advantage too.
oh my god. All right. Actually, let me just
We
no.
Oh,
So
Okay,
stick
well,
with
you
the
get a
A
D4
and
for the
roll
A.
the D4. Roll the
Yeah.
Well,
D4.
What the
that was just
fuck?
advantage. So I still have
Oh
the
my
I still have
gosh.
the 8 that I can try
Well,
to
Raven-
1d4.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
No.
That's nasty.
No, that is nasty. But I mean, you did get a 16 and a 9. Overall is going to be an A. So you're passing, Billy. Unlike last year where we had a D.
I don't think I was supposed to make a miss that stinks like this.
Meanwhile, Callista, you are our last caster for this class.
we'll try an Obscuro. That's a 13. Targeting. So just based off the last conversation with Taylor, she's gonna kind of have been looking around to see if anybody's been like giving her dirty looks or anything.
Giving you dirty looks? Why would someone be
Giving
giving you
her-
dirty
Oh, no,
looks?
no, giving
No,
Taylor.
Oh, giving
Taylor.
Taylor dirty looks. Make an insight check.
12.
No.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
minimum 6. Interesting. I didn't know you could do that with Avery. Yeah, no. You don't see anybody really like messing with Taylor or something. It might be something that's happening more behind the scenes.
Yep. Got it. Yep, in that case, we'll just shoot it out onto the desk. And other one will be Incendia Glacia. That's a 3.
Oh my god.
Wonderful. Roll me a D100.
That's an 8.
Christ, that's so low.
Okay, you cast out Incendio Glacia, and your wand turns into a hot dog.
Huh.
Oh, I didn't know you can bring in food. Callista, where did you get that from? What even is that?
Oh, it's a it's a thing that my dad used to get all the time. It's from a place called Wiener Schnitzel.
That shouldn't
What?
be possible, Professor Tildro says, looking at this fucking hot dog.
Can you eat it?
I'm not sure. She kind of
The first no, do not try that. The first exemption to the law of shove forward, just trying to wrestle the glizzy out of your hands.
Technically, if he knows where he is, he can get more of it. That spell shouldn't be able to do that, but it technically doesn't violate the laws of magic.
I would like you. I'd like Shen, Callista, and Dildro to make strength saves as like a contested check between athletics checks.
Okay.
October 21st,
Oh,
2023.
No.
Fight for the wiener.
Oh no! Oh no!
Dildro did very, very badly. He got better than Shen, though. So Dildro like, pulls it out of her hands, and then Callista pulls that out of his. Callista, you end up with it.
Try
You eat it.
for me.
She kind of looks towards Dildro and then like, "This is my hot dog," and now
That is your wand. I do not recommend you eat it.
Take a bite out of it for me, please.
This is no, Callista. This is how you become a wandless caster, don't you know?
You eat your own wand.
Little known magical fact.
against better judgment, against bad judgment, we will not eat.
Oh that would have been so funny.
We could have found out what happened if you did. But Callista is a little bit smarter. You're like, look between Dildro. He's like, don't do it. Don't do it. He has this like hand out, like trying, like he's defusing a bomb. You look at the hot dog, like
testing it. Okay, no.
You put your tongue on it, and it tastes like straight vinegar. Oh,
Yep, that's
Vinegar.
Reparafarge. He will quickly cast on it, and it will turn into your wand once again. Now, he will explain to the class that the first exemption to the law of elemental transfiguration states that food cannot be created from nothing, and while it basically means you can't transfigure something into food normally. So whatever would have happened if you ate that would have been bad. That was not food. That looked like food.
I like to think that Shadow's on the floor because Dildro was wrestling her with the wiener.
Yeah, he fucking Dildro shit on the ground, wrestling.
Up at the front of the class, for everyone to this is so
Not give me the glizzy.
It's like when your dog puts something in their mouth that they shouldn't, and you have to chase them around. Open the mouth.
What's in your mouth?
It's your mouth. I've had to do that to my son.
I got it.
Ugh. I've had to do that to Menlo, where he's like trying not to open his mouth. Oh.
All right.
Oh, damn it. You got to agreement before I could.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex, can I forgot in the whirl of everyone trying to help Nebulous that I do have check notes because I'm intellect caster.
Oh, true. Good thing to remember that. Well, you go ahead and roll again.
Another frickin' 2 is what I'm guessing it'll be.
We're gonna find out. Maybe it's another nat 20. Maybe it's our 10th.
Right. Oh, a 19!
It's a dirty 20.
Yep.
So
Plus 1, so 21.
Yeah. Wait. No. It was a 19 plus 1.
Yeah, well, Shen gave me the 1d4
You
from
did
before.
1d4, so it's still.
Oh, right. You're right. You're right. So that's a 20 and a 16.
Yep.
High or low?
We always roll high.
Not me.
Oh.
That's gonna be an E
Yeah.
though.
How
Yeah.
dare you have
That was-
forsaken Lady Sikrin and her teachings?
Complain to her then, okay?
That was
Complain
the
to the
funniest-
queen.
That was the funniest class I've been in a while.
That was a good one. That's a really good one.
Um,
That is everybody's transfiguration.
could
Wait. Yeah.
I go up to Dildro after you do your whatever this is? Whatever you said wait for.
This is the end of class. So do you want to let me narrate that, or do you want to go up to Dildero during class?
I don't know what the difference is based on the wording that you used.
Do you want to go during class or after class?
After class. So
Okay,
after
perfect. Then I can
everything is
narrate.
done.
It's around this time that the bell rings. Boom, boom. Dildero gives a big heavy sigh. Thank you, everybody, or most of you. See you guys during Thursday, 4th period.
See you
Transfigurations.
Thursday.
See
Bye,
you.
Professor.
He's not happy.
You didn't think you would have to fight a 12-year-old child for a hot dog?
No.
A wand.
Shen,
Yes.
you notice something as you are gathering your stuff and going to turn to walk away. You go to, because you want to like tell Nolan everything that happened because it was very funny, and his desk is empty. It's been like that the whole class? You're not
Hey.
sure.
Hey, Wilfred. If he's still
Wilfred
around.
is out in the hall. You can like run out over toward him.
Wilfred.
Hey, Shen? What's up?
Hey, have you seen Nolan?
Wasn't he just with the...
No, he
think
is
he-
not in class.
He looks around. All the people who were in class are currently leaving, and they're all very openly visible. No, I guess not.
When
He
was
was
the last time
he was supposed
you
to
saw
trade
him?
he was supposed to trade a card with me after class.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. I was gonna go over to him to tell him what happened, but I haven't seen him.
I don't know. But you know what? He'll probably be at lunch, or he'll probably be at dinner. He'll say.
I'm gonna go check something real quick. Go try to find me during lunch, okay?
Yeah, you got it. And he'll head on down. As for everyone else moving off, Morrigan, you stay behind a little bit as Professor Dildro like turns around in his seat and like rubs his eye. Like herding cats.
I have been to the library.
Oh, Morrigan. Why are you here? He is so tired.
We made a deal. I have been to the library. I can't seem to find any more information.
You talked to Professor Slughorn?
No, I suppose that could be a good idea. Although he is fairly eccentric and talks way too much about things I do not care about.
He does ramble a bit. Most people think it's because that's just a part of his charm. I'm a little more straight to the point. I'm sorry you couldn't find anything. That's it's very odd. Well, they have a good selection.
I know there is a section that is restricted.
And maybe it's best that we don't pry too deeply into it. Some things are better left unsaid and unread, he says. He stands up and like puts some shit into his desk drawer, closes it, and gives a little click with a lock.
Why do you seem reluctant?
I seem reluctant to you.
Hesitant.
All right. I suppose so. You seem, well, obnoxiously set on this. But like showing you where they were would be enough. Maybe you could put this to bed. I didn't know that my actions would turn into some kind of obsession for you. One's family only matters to a certain extent. You have your mother. Heard a little bit about. She seems like a good woman. You should lean on her. She's your real mom. There's no need to go looking for old ghosts.
It is about understanding. I cannot know what went on fully to the extent, because I very likely was not here. But I seek to understand how the threads intersect. You're right. I don't have to go to you for it. But I believe you are placed here for me to find.
That is... I've never really been one for divination, so maybe that's best left for third year.
Something's going to happen. I felt it.
Excuse me?
There's a flickering. There's a chorus. Something's about to change. Perhaps not for the better.
There's a silence there. An awkward silence. I feel like you've just turned Dildero into Edgar Allan Poe and you're the crow, the raven.
Nevermore.
The man and the floorboards. The heart in the floorboards.
Yeah.
She looks back down at her books, and then back up. You told me that you would help me, and then afterwards we speak no more of it.
And
We
yet
made
we're
a deal.
speaking of it.
You said that you would help me. You should have been more clear on your end of the bargain. That's what my mother taught me.
Well, next time, get it in writing.
Some things cannot go unrestituted. This included. And then she turns and walks out.
I love the building
Yeah.
suspense. Jess, gain inspiration. That was great.
Oh my god. It literally fits so well.
She's a creepy little child.
She is a
Very
creepy
creepy.
little child.
Very
You creep
creepy.
the fuck out of Dildero. The fuck out of him.
Good. It is what I want.
Okay.
Charms?
Sort of. Yeah. So it's actually it is dinner
Oh,
that does take place right now. Charms' fifth period in the day. And so you guys all head down for a little bit of food, and the tables are already set by the time you get there. Not like a grand meal or anything, just regular dinner for anybody to peruse and to enjoy. Right now, at the Hufflepuff table, there seems to be a little bit of talking. Wilfred's standing up and is currently talking to Juniper and Macy. He can see some of you guys enter, and I will roll a little check here. Okay. That is Meredith.
Huh?
Have you seen? Do you know Nolan? He's like about this
Yeah,
tall,
I helped him last
gray
year
eyes.
with virology.
Right. Have you seen him around?
I thought he was in class, but I didn't see him.
I just he wasn't in class, and he hasn't shown up for dinner.
Should we tell someone?
I don't want to alarm people necessarily, but I think I'm gonna go check out the Hufflepuff common room.
Okay.
Just
you
if you
wanna
see
go-
him, just tell him that we're looking for him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you should go alone if Nolan's missing. Maybe take someone with you.
I know how to get to my own common room.
I know, but Nolan's gone. He might have gone missing outside of the common room. I don't know.
I can handle myself, but thank you, and thank you for your help. He says.
Okay.
And he's going to.
If I see him, I'll talk
past.
to him.
He passes Billy and Callista, who are all also entering around now.
You seem a little flustered. You okay?
Oh, you're talking to Wilfred. Okay, sorry. Yeah, he's just kind of like blowing past you. He kind of like turns around. Just looking for Nolan. He owes me a chocolate frog card.
Oh, right. Oh, good luck.
Little shit's trying to get out of it. Might be in the hospital wing. I don't know.
Is he also looking for someone too?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So Wilfred leaves, and all of you guys are able to go and sit down and have a nice meal. If there's anyone who you wish to speak to during this time, just let me know. Or we can move on to charms.
Could I get Gemma real quick?
Absolutely. Gemma's currently knee deep in a pizza.
Gemma.
Murder. Hey.
Nolan might be missing.
Who?
One of the Hufflepuffs, I think.
Okay, that's for the faculty to worry about.
Right, but if it becomes like a problem, maybe we can like prove ourselves if we go and like save him if there's like a problem or whatever.
Oh.
I don't know.
You're speaking like some kind of Gryffindor, proving yourself with trials of courage. Sit down.
Not courage.
Have a
like,
pizza.
if we do well, they'll like think we're good.
This pizza's kind of weird. It has pineapple on it. He like really does not care about Nolan.
Great. Sure.
Gemma's not the best person to ask for help.
Yeah, but that's the person she knows the most.
It's very true, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
You're learning things about her.
Okay, well, sure. I hope you enjoy your weird pizza with pineapple on it.
Seriously, you should try some.
Okay, I'll try some.
Do you enjoy Hawaiian pizza?
Meredith does not, but she has not tried it, so she's like,
Oh.
Is that barbecue sauce?
I don't know. I think it might be something gourmet, Gemma says.
I guess. All right.
And Meredith, so you're leaving, you're going elsewhere. Yeah? So, Wilfred said that he might be in the hospital wing if he's not in, because like if someone missed class, probably end up in hospital.
Yeah, I know where it is because I was there. So,
So that's where Meredith is heading off to. Anyone else want to speak to anybody during this time? I'll take it as a no. So Meredith, you kind of take a different piece of pizza with you and eat it in the hallway as you take a little jog up the quad, past the moving staircase, and into the hospital wing, which is on the 4th floor. Up here, there are 2 very large doors that open to you automatically. And on the other side of those doors, you can see a hall that stretches off to the right-hand side, and a large desk that Madame Pomfrey, in her sort of red and white nursing attire, healer attire, is currently filling out a little bit of paperwork. She looks up from her desk. What is it now?
Have you seen Nolan?
No, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, the guy who can't see.
He came in about 2 days ago, having he thought that he sprained a wrist, just overextended it. Just going to pull out like a little board. Let's see if any of my assistants saw him today. Well, nobody logged him in. You can feel free to take a look if you want.
Yeah,
What's the
just gonna
reason
jog
for this inquisition?
he's wasn't in class and wasn't at dinner,
Oh dear.
and we
All
don't
right.
know what's going on. And well, I don't really like the idea of someone being gone and no one noticing. So
I completely understand your anxiety. I will get a prefix on it immediately. They should search the school just fine.
Okay.
I'm just going to write. She's like, you can check, and she's
Yeah,
writing
I'll
something right now.
quickly
with a
jog down
feather
like the
quill.
rows of beds, see if I see anything.
Yeah. You look down. You can see Billy is here right now. She is being helped by a healer's aide, and she is taking a little bit of a potion. Now, I don't know if you've ever met Billy. She's in your year. She's a Ravenclaw. She is normally very quiet, so she does not speak up during interactions. I'll grab
Is
art
she-
for you.
Yeah.
This is Billy.
Billy. Hi. I don't think we've met. I'm Meredith.
Wilhelmina Blythe, but I suppose you already know my nickname.
I mean, I've heard it. I guess. Have you seen Nolan?
Nolan Anderson.
Yeah.
Well, not since Defense Against the Dark Arts this morning.
Okay, so he was at Defense Against the Dark Arts. Because he wasn't.
Yes, we walked
wasn't-
out together,
He
and
wasn't
then
in
he
Transfig.
said that he had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Why? Is something wrong with him?
We haven't seen him since then. What happened to you?
I was just walking past the girls' lavatory, and well, there was a very large stink bomb that had gone off, and my breathing felt a little bit of ragged, so I thought I'd come up here.
Okay. Which floor was that?
Why'd you ask?
Because you said that he had to go to the bathroom.
Oh yes, but the first floor was out of order.
Okay. And do you know which direction he went from there? Did he go up or down?
I think he carried on southward. Is he in trouble?
He's just missing. So he might be in trouble.
Oh dear.
If he is, then I want to be the one to solve that, I guess.
I wish you luck, she says.
Okay, just
Have you had dinner yet?
I had some weird pizza with barbecue sauce, and then I had a normal one.
We're going to be having charms class very soon. What if he just shows up for class?
Maybe.
I mean, Nolan isn't exactly known for his navigational skills.
Yeah, but
Perhaps he just got lost.
he hasn't missed class before, has he?
Miss Meredith, you can hear from the other side, Poppy comes up. I've just come down to assure you, sending off a letter right now. They should be looking for it for the foreseeable future of the day.
Okay.
I assure you we'll find him.
All right. I guess I'll head to class. Billy, are you going to be okay, or do you want to walk to class, or are you just going to take a rest?
I take a potion. I'm perfectly fine. You should help me up.
Yeah. I'll lean down and offer my hand.
She stands up with you, and she is much taller than you.
Oh, wow, you got a growth spurt.
Oh, I guess. I've always been like this. A bit taller than my siblings. She, looks very embarrassed about this fact.
No,
and kind of, shrinks
cool.
down a bit.
No, it's cool. Tall people are cool, okay? I mean, I'm not tall, but, if I was tall, I would think I was cool.
You are very kind, Meredith.
I try, I guess. I'm not, Hufflepuff kind. That's not why I ended up...
Oh, the Hufflepuff.
Anyways, I want to, make sure you're fine, so we're going to walk down to Charnes.
Sure. She'll grab her stuff, and you guys can go together. Dinner comes to an end. Bong, bong. You enter into Charms class, and as you sit down, being ready to find something new, you enter into the Charms classroom, and Professor Flitwick is just kind of getting his stuff ready up at the front board. People find their seats on the bleachers, and as you sit down, you notice a few different things. One, you look around for Nolan. No one. But also you notice something else. Shen is not here.
Huh?
And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
Woo!
Dun dun dun.
Where you go?
Dun 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 dun.
We may never know. We may never know. We usually end on cliffhangers like this. Second year, so.
Yeah, we will return for next session, where we will find out the mystery of where Mr. Anderson has gone off to.
And Shen.
Miss Zhao. I'll end the stream there. Thank you guys for watching at home. Thank you guys for playing, and good night.
Good night.